He's just a strong opponent for any rep.
Here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source, we want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Good evening and welcome to Dunning, Nebraska, site of tonight's boys and then girls varsity doubleheader on the basketball court. My name is Jeremy Scheip. I'll be joined later in the pregame by my broadcast partner, Corey Anderson. We're happy to be here to bring you these two games back-to-back. As you heard me intro there, a little bit different here this evening. They're going to do the boys' game first and then the girls' game. Special thing is, and the important thing is, that we're going to be bringing them both to you here on KBBN Radio and the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. We want to start by thanking the radio sponsors that are bringing you this evening's broadcast. Thank you to Downey Well, who will bring you tonight's starting lineups. Thank you as well to Four County Heating and Air and Klang Financial, Custer County Exteriors, Nebraska Pasture Door, and Thrivent Financial. Thank you to Consolidated, Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery, Central Nebraska Diesel, Trotters Woe & Go, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club, Kristen Electric, Gaffney Farms, Sandhills Corral, Duda Plumbing, Western Nebraska Bank, Central Nebraska Electric, and Bass Enterprises. Thank you to these sponsors you hear on every single high school and Husker broadcast on the Thunderbird. Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, A to Z Lawn Pro, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Gateway Motors, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Taylor Heating and Cooling, and Justin Thompson Agency Incorporated. We'll take a break and hear from some of those sponsors. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the video program, which we will pass along your direction from here in Dunning tonight. First game up is Anselmo-Merna with a record of 4-7 and Sandhills Thedford with a record of 5-6. The boys contest coming your direction on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
A proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Super Fast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery. Have you seen all those awesome t-shirts when you attend state competition? There's a good chance Moonlight has printed what you're seeing. They love partnering with local schools to put your athletic and extracurricular achievements on apparel for fans. Ask them about screen printing, embroidery, and more promotional products. Located in Kearney, serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Visit MoonlightCustomPrinting.com. Everything looks better by Moonlight.
Central Nebraska Diesel is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the student athletes who work hard each and every day. They're also proud to offer you Rainkey products. When you need performance that you can count on, ask them about Rainkey. Central Nebraska Diesel is happy to bring this action to those who can't attend. Enjoy the broadcast, and when you need pivot service from start to finish, call Central Nebraska Diesel at 643-2544. Rainkey, more right than rain.
Trotter Incorporated is happy to bring you this broadcast of high school sports. At Trotters, they're happy to support all the youth in the area, not only in sports, but in all of their extracurricular activities. A balance of school and activities will prepare them to balance their lives in the future, and Trotter Incorporated commends them for all of their hard work. They're proud of all of the area athletes and are excited to help bring you this sports broadcast. Trotter Incorporated.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the Boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast, Kristen Electric.
Welcome back to Dunning. Boys basketball ahead of us first, then girls varsity to follow. They are gathering the captains at half court as we get closer to the tip here in Dunning. We want to thank the video sponsors that those of you taking that in on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages will continue to see flash across the bottom right-hand part of your screen throughout the evening. It is not possible for us to be here with the equipment and the personnel to bring you this video broadcast without those sponsors. So we say thank you to Callaway District Hospital, BD, Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Meade Lumber, Colligan, Bailey Crop and Pioneer Seed, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Sandhills Custom Creations, Western Nebraska Bank, Ray Custom Haying, Govier Brothers Mortuary, Bar None Enterprises, Hoffman Ranch, Cow Country Animal Clinic, With Love Co. Photography, Call's Garage, Harsh Mercantile, and Road Archer Trucking. 11 minutes until the tip of the boys contest. We'll take one more break. When we come back, I'll welcome Corey into the broadcast, and we'll break down these two teams a little bit ahead of the action. You're listening to KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
A distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
They play from their hearts and souls, and they're coming to the Sandhills Corral in Thedford this Saturday, the Platinum Pearls. Make sure you head in early to secure your seat and enjoy delicious food and drink specials until showtime. When the Platinum Pearls hit the mic, you'll hear music that gets you moving. Saturday night is the night to belt out the hits you know and love in Thedford at the Sandhills Corral, 9 until 1 this Saturday night. Don't miss a blast of a time in Thedford.
Duda Plumbing, the guys you want when you need a new septic system or your existing system needs a good pumping. With Scott and Colton boasting over 40 years of experience, they know a thing or two about keeping things flowing smoothly. Don't wait until your backyard or basement smell like a swamp. Get on their schedule for a pump every 2 years. For the real tough spots, their sewer camera can spy on what their eyes can't catch. For over 40 years, Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Western Nebraska Bank, bank on us. Your locally owned family bank, quick decisions, friendly and trusted. Our roots run deep in agriculture. We're your bank, modern and flexible. Learn more at westernnebraskabank.com. Western Nebraska Bank, bank on us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
If you're looking for affordable health, life, and supplemental insurance options, Bass Enterprises can help. Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin can offer health insurance, dental, vision, accident, cancer, and disability coverage. Plus, they specialize in Medicare with all major carriers and life insurance from term to whole. Conveniently located across from the post office at 724 South D Street. Give them a call today at 870-1485 to schedule a time to visit and review your options. Bass Enterprises with Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin.
Welcome back to Dunning. As you hear the squeak of sneakers in the background, you know that warm-ups are still going on. We're about 7.5 minutes away from the anticipated tip between Sandhills, Thedford, and Anselmo-Merna. Again, boys contest first, girls to follow. Welcome into the broadcast for the first time ever on KBBN. Corey Anderson, good to have you along, sir.
So good to be here and help you out tonight, Jeremy.
I'm glad to have you here and get you on the air, and excited for a couple of games that we were talking about on the way here in the car that on paper, record-wise and numbers-wise, seem like we could have a couple of really competitive games here between these four teams today.
Yeah, all things point to that. Record-wise, you mentioned here in the boys' game, we got a Sandhills Thedford team coming in 5-6, and Anselmo-Merna at 4-7, and both teams I noted on the NSAA. Overall, their schedule this year, I see that they're both coming off of wins, so they're feeling a little better, especially I think Anselmo-Merna had a 4-game slide before they won on Tuesday, or actually past Friday against CWC. So they got to be feeling good about ending that slide. You hate those to continue.
Certainly, and we're at that time in the season, Corey, where teams are trying to solidify some things before they get into conference tournament play, which, of course, is when you kind of start to get that postseason feel a little bit. You hit that conference time right at the end of January, beginning of February. It's crunch time, for lack of a better phrase.
I think coaches expect a little lull after you come off the moratorium out of the holidays, even if you have a holiday tournament scheduled. And then you start expecting that rapid improvement to start kicking in about now. As you said, when you're getting towards mid to late January, you want to be hitting your stride right in time for the conference tournament.
Taking a look at these two boys teams that are going to be competing here shortly. We'll start with Anselmo-Merna, the visitors, averaging about 40 points a game. Dane DeRee is a great guy to watch play basketball. He does things fundamentally well. He handles double teams really well. He's leading the team in points per game and rebounds per game. He likes to get up and down the floor, but he likes to stick around there in the lane to try to get extra possessions for his team as well. I know that he's the type of player that Coach Gilligan wishes he had on the squad every single year that he's coaching, because he goes out there and gives it his all on both ends of the floor.
Looking forward to watch, and just a sophomore. He's 6'3". He may grow some too, but 17 points, 9 rebounds. We got a couple other guys that average about 8 a game, and Caden Record and Colin Wright, both 6'2" juniors. So a pretty good troika there of adding to team success.
You take a look at the other side, Sandhills Thedford averaging just a few more points per game than their adversary, Anselmo-Merna. Mo Robinson, you talk about a guy that's fun to watch play basketball. He's shifty on his feet, he makes quick moves, and it's to the tune of just under 14 points per game.
Yeah, and he pulls down 7.5 rebounds, and he's pretty good on the steal department with about 2.7 per game as well. So he adds a lot. They got Aiden Hall and Brady Hakey averaging just under double figures, both of them, and pulling down rebounds as well. So again, they have a good complement to offset Anselmo-Merna. Maybe someone else, maybe somebody that doesn't usually score in double figures, or has an impact on the game defensively, will step up tonight. Those might be equalizers on the 3 we mentioned for each team.
Sandhills Thedford as a team, their claim to fame over the last few years, even approaching 5, 6, 7 years, has always been really strong play inside of the 3-point line, and that is the story with this team as well, as we've seen them already this year. When they're outside of the line, just shooting 19%. So this team is going to want to go inside. They're going to want to make the Coyotes defend inside that lane area. Should be a fun matchup. We're just a few minutes away from it. We'll take one last break, and when we come back, we're going to toss the starting lineups your direction. It's high school basketball on the Thunderbird KBBN, as well as the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages.
Wouldn't you like to feel like you were number one? Nebraska State Bank and Trust would like to make you number one with great rewards like instant issue debit cards, mobile banking and deposit capture, estimates and online banking, and free bill pay, not to mention a free gift with each new checking account. You're sure to feel like a winner. Head on in to any of their friendly branches in Broken Bow, Callaway, and Myrna, and let them make you number one. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Why did the cardinal cross the road? To get to your neighbor's bird feeder. You can keep the birds in your backyard with a bird feeder full of fresh bird seed from AeroSeed. AeroSeed in Broken Bow offers feeders and 9 varieties of bird seed to choose from. AeroSeed's bird seed is available in economically priced bulk quantities from 1 pound to 50 pounds, so you can get as much or as little as you need at a great price. Get the birds back to your yard with a full bird feeder from AeroSeed in Broken Bow.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
You're listening to the Mighty Thunderbird, KBBN in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Jeremy Shipe and Corey Anderson with you. Jack Simpson behind the camera across the way and way up in the sky right in front of the Knights logo over there on the far side of the gym. We are approaching the tip of the boys contest. Again, that is going to be first. Coming up second will be the girls contest. If you're looking for Broken Bow Wrestling, that is on our sister station, KCNI Pure Country. Brent Apperson and Kurt Crawley have the call of that triangular action. It's become an ongoing tradition for us to do the triangular featuring Broken Bow, Valentine, and Gothenburg, and we are keeping to that tradition. That is on KCNI for you if you'd like to flip over there to catch wrestling. For basketball, you're in the right spot, and when we come back after a quick break, we're going to toss those starting lineups your direction on KBBN Radio. Thanks for tuning in.
At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Having a party, celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the Grocery Cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we'll help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The Deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the Grocery Cart, Broken Bow.
Start the new year off-road with the Polaris sales event. Aglen ATV is stocked up with all of the different machines you will need to kick off the new year, not to mention all of the in-stock accessories they have to help you tackle every job you will face in 2025. Polaris is even offering a coupon this month towards cab components to help keep you warm. Stop in today at Aglen ATV for great Polaris deals. Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement. The winter season presents us with all kinds of challenges, one of which that is tricky, slippery ice. If you need help recovering from a fall, call us at Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We've served Central Nebraska with personalized and compassionate care for over 50 years, 872-5111. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, Team Physical Therapy can get you moving again. Call 872-5111.
Your starting lineups for tonight's game are brought to you by Downey Well in Merna. They're proud to be your one-stop water source. From well drilling and installations of pumps and equipment to operational hookups, trust Downey Well. They welcome your calls to get the water flowing. We'll start with the visiting Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. Their starting lineup looks like this. Caden Record is a 6'2" junior averaging 8 points a game in the starting lineup. Colin Wright, 6'2", also a junior at just under 8 points a game. Josiah Griffith, he'll be playing point man on defense and offense. He is a 5'8" senior. Dane DeRee is that 6'3" sophomore we talked about in the pregame. He has a 17 points per game average on the season. Braden Wilson is 5'10" and a junior to round out the starting lineup for the Coyotes. Troy Gilligan is the head coach. He is assisted by Levi Hilker. Now the starting lineup for Sandhills Thedford looks like this. Carter Anderson, a freshman. Aiden Hall, a senior. Brady Hakey, a senior. Maurice Robinson, their leading scorer at just under 14 points a game, a junior. And Thatcher Tehan is a sophomore. Head coach is Andrew Christen. He is assisted by Adam Martin and Dane Picorni. Well, we're getting a little bit of a word, Corey, about sportsmanship here before we get started. Teams are out there and ready to go, and the tip is going to be happening here shortly. It's a beautiful night outside. Temperature's pretty good inside here in the gym as well for some basketball. 8 minutes up on the clock. They check in with the scores table. Going to be Robinson jumping against Colin Wright. Tip is controlled and won by Anselmo-Merna. Griffith into the front court. Coyotes opening possession. Might have gotten away with a travel there. The ball goes over on the right wing to Colin Wright. Wright hands it off to Wilson. Right to left. Tees up a three at the top of the key and knocks it down to open the scoring here in Dunning. Mo Robinson back the other direction. Knights in the half court trying to answer the three-pointer put up and in by Braden Wilson of Anselmo-Merna. Knights come near side to Hakey. Now Robinson. Three goes up for him just off the back rim. Miss pulled down by Aiden Hall. Goes glass, couldn't score it. Rebound pulled out of there. Anselmo-Merna trying to string some scores together. Ball put on the floor, running into the lane, leaving it just long and off the back rim was Record. One and done. Knights back the other direction. Tehan with it, up top to Hall. High post look to Hakey. Spins around, kicks it out. Tehan faked the three, got a shot from the short corner. Won't go. Robinson strong on the glass, blocked from behind on the putback. It will stay. Knights basketball out of bounds as Robinson looks like he might have gotten poked in the eye a bit.
Colin Wright, good job there contesting the shot and knocking the ball away from Robinson out of bounds.
Thatcher Tehan to key it in. Gets it into Robinson. Glanced at the three-pointer, instead works it back outside. Now cuts back towards the lane. Shoots over the outstretched arms of DeRee. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled out of there by Anderson. A fresh 35 on the shot clock for the Knights. Tehan in the corner. 2-3 zone being shown here by Anselmo-Merna. Three-pointer on the far side for Carter Anderson. They say his foot was on the line, actually. Call it a two-pointer. And, well, no, now they add an extra point to the scoreboard. We're knotted up at 3. Turnover for Anselmo-Merna. Knights will come back the other way. I want to apologize in advance for those of you watching the video stream. I know my near and far, but your video camera is on the opposite side of where we're calling the game from. Turnover Knights, back the other way. DeRee cleans up the miss from his teammate Braden Wilson and scores 2. It's 5-3 Coyotes. Knights back in the half court. Robinson, a couple of dribbles. Again, a tough shot in the lane, won't go. It goes out of bounds, last touched by the guys in white and green. .550 to go, first quarter. And Anselmo-Merna working against this pressure. Full court from Sandhills Thedford. And Anselmo-Merna gets it into the half court. DeRee, a step back shot from the short corner. He was in his bag on that one. They lead 7-3. Mo Robinson the other way, goes baseline, tries to get his way into the lane, blocked by Colin Wright, saved in by the Knights though. We continue in the half court with Tehan. Tehan, skip pass over to Anderson. Carter tries to get it into Hall in the short corner. It goes out of bounds, but was thrown into the hand of Aiden Hall. Last off of him. 4 subs coming in for the Knights. And looks like we'll get a couple of substitutions. Well, just one sub here for Anselmo-Merna. Kanan Priest coming in.
Had Brandon Goshorn and Ross Martindale in for the Knights.
Priest will bring it up. Priest goes left side to Record. Record holds it up, but kind of left his feet in order to pass it and ended up coming down before getting rid of the basketball. Travel called, turnover back to the Knights, who are trying to cut into this 7-3 deficit. Knights in the half court. Skip pass goes over to Hakey. Hakey, a couple of dribbles. Now going baseline is Goshorn. Gets it down inside, putting the shot off of the backboard, but missing is Aaron Hall. Rebound Coyotes. 4:43 to go first quarter. 7-3 remains the lead for Anselmo-Merna here on the road in Dunning. With it up top, Priest. The most fresh legs on the floor for Anselmo-Merna. Now a shot from just inside the top of the key. Wright can't get it to go. Rebound out of bounds off of Anselmo-Merna.
Yeah, Priest crashed in there, wasn't quite able to squeeze it, and so it goes over to the Knights.
4:23 to go here, first quarter. Sandhills Thedford trailing 3-7 with the basketball. Martindale with the bounce. Goes left to right. Gets it into the hands of Hakey. Martindale and over to Goshorn, and too much on it. Just kind of shot through his hands and over his shoulder back to Anselmo-Merna out of bounds. We approach 4 minutes to go here, first quarter. 10 total points scored between these two teams, who are both kind of right on track, score around 40 a game each. As Anselmo-Merna turns it over, but I think the Knights, yeah, they did just turn it right back over as Ross Martindale dribbled it off his foot.
4 turnover on the Knights, 3 committed by the Coyotes.
Jaden Russell into the basketball game. For Anselmo-Merna, he'll fall back in the deep position in the full court as AM gets it into the half court with the bounce of Colin Wright. Dribbles forward, gets it down inside to his teammate just into the game. Russell gets it out to Duree, trying to step back right at the free throw line, but lost it. Goshorn picks it up. Sandhills Thedford back in the half court. Hakey with it, skips it over to Martindale in the corner. Ross tees up a three, couldn't get it to go. Rebound. Fought for and pulled out of there by Sandhills Thedford's Tate Johnston. New possession here for the Knights. A three put up by Hakey. His is too long. This time the rebound AM.
3 offensive rebounds already for the Knights.
Anselmo-Merna back the other direction. Griffith gets it down inside to Russell. Didn't like the look, got it back out. Griffith's three splashes home, and it's a 10-3 lead here in Dunning for Anselmo-Merna. Knights in the half court, 10 seconds into the shot clock. Hakey with it just left of center. Now centers the basketball a bit and comes over to Martindale on the right wing. Skip pass over to Braden Goshorn. Brandon gets it off to Hakey. Plays catch with Martindale. Now back over to Goshorn. Down inside. Aaron Hall fouled. On the floor is the call. Baseline inbound upcoming, and we have our first foul of the game as we're nearly 3/4 of the way through the first quarter.
Whistled against Jaden Russell. 5'11" senior picks up, how many games do you go almost 6 minutes without a foul?
Not many. Goshorn's three out of the inbounds doesn't go. Fight for the rebound, yanked out of there by Jaden Russell. Here come the Coyotes. Priest goes over to Russell on the right side. Now in the corner, it's Duree. Dane, head fake up top to Priest. Now goes left side. Griffith, the most recent score for Anselmo-Merna with that three, now has it just right of center. Lobs it into Duree, back to the basket. Tried to face and shoot, but had it knocked away. Grabbing it and attacking, but missing was Colin Wright. Back the other way with the Knights on the defensive board. Martindale, corner three, off the front of the rim. One and done, Anselmo-Merna defensive rebound. Duree throws it ahead. Griffith tried to fit it inside to Russell. It's slapped back, and a timeout is taken by the Knights as they snag the basketball. 1:36 to go here, first quarter. It's 3-10 in favor of the road team, the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Is all about gearing you up for sports. Whether it's for participating or for cheering from the stands, they have it. It's time for their semi-annual shoe sale, giving you 25% off all regular price shoes. So head through their door on west side of the square and bring your feet to do some test fitting. They carry the brands you're looking for, like Mount to Coast, Ufas, Brooks, Twisted X, and Merrill. Geared for sports, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. 25% off regular price shoes at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. The chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
Welcome back to Dunning, the waning moments of the first quarter. And Corey, it's kind of been all Anselmo-Merna so far on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they've been hitting the shots. Both teams turn the ball over, but Anselmo-Merna's take advantage of those turnovers more.
Offensive side for the Knights. They get a three by Tihan in the corner. Fight for the rebound, pulled out of there by Mo Robinson. Misses the free throw jumper, but his teammate is able to track down the miss, and Anderson is run into from behind and fouled, trying to save it in.
Gave that one to Priest. His first.
Aiden Hall to key it in. Gets it into Anderson. Centers it now, top of the key to Tihan. Now Robinson was looking for Aaron Hall. Kind of an errant pass, fires into the pad under the basket, and it goes back to Anselmo-Merna. Another empty possession for the Knights. Coyotes in the front court. Russell threw it away into the hands of Robinson. Now a 2-on-2 the other way. Mo likes these. He puts the shoulder down, a blocking foul, and one. Maybe a three-point play will be the juice that the Knights need from Mo Robinson.
That was probably one the AM defender probably should have just let him go, because he was going strong to the hoop that time, and sometimes you think you can contest that without fouling, but it's pretty hard to do in that case.
Yeah, head full of steam, and Robinson, he's a pretty aggressive offensive player, likes to put his head down and thrives on contact, and he makes it a 4-point game. Dree, nifty dribbling, tries to do more of the same. Shot, fadeaway shot from the short corner. Doesn't go, and Dree has to fall back. Another one-and-done trip for Anselmo-Merna because of the Knights rebounding. Turnaround shot gets the friendly roll here in Dunning for Aaron Hall. The Knights sophomore scores two inside. And now all of a sudden, with 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter, within two are the home team Knights. Priest trying to extend the lead, doesn't go. Weak side rebound by Ryan Finney. Shot for Dree doesn't go as well, and now with 13 seconds to work, it's the Knights. Tihan faked the three, short corner shot instead, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Colin Wright. Off to Griffith. Griffith has 1-3 in this game, tries to get it off to his teammate, and time expires before AM can get a shot in the air. 8-10 is the lead for the away team, the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. Second quarter of the boys game coming your direction shortly on KBBN Radio.
Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Happy New Year from all of us at Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow. We thank you for trusting us with your family's care throughout the year, and we look forward to making your healthcare experience comfortable and dependable for years to come. We invite you to visit our website, melham.org, to learn more about us, including our services, history, careers, and more. That's melham.org. Melham Medical Center. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Wishing you a happy new year.
Welcome back to Dunning, as the Knights will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Tihan into the front court, hands it off to Robinson, who centers it up top to Hall in the high post, turns, attacks, fouled. Shot won't go. He'll get 2 from the charity stripe.
Colin Wright given his first infraction there. 3 team fouls on AM, sending Hall, Aiden Hall, to the line. First one clanks off.
1 sub coming in for Anselmo-Merna. Kanan Priest back in. Colin Wright will get a little rest as Hall looks to his second. It does not fall as well. An 0 for 2 trip from the stripe. Priest back the other direction. Defender fell down. He attacked momentarily, kicks it out to Griffith. Quick release, hits another three-pointer that rattled around and went down. Extends the lead back out to 5 for Anselmo-Merna. Hall on the entry pass, lost it. Defense was tight in there by Braden Wilson, who takes it away. Wilson off to Priest on the left side. They're looking down at Duree, would like to get it into him inside. Griffith pulls another 3, quick release off the back rim, won't go. Hakey the rebound for the Knights. Robinson brings it forward in the corner to Carter Anderson. Back up to Hakey, now near side Tihan. And now Robinson, corner to Anderson. Looks inside to Hall. Hall, 1 dribble, fadeaway shot from 5, won't go. Rebound to AM. Lots of one and dones between these two teams. Good defensive rebounding tonight. Griffith lost his dribble in the corner. Now Duree gets it in the corner to Caden Record. Back to Duree. Duree, little shot fake. Shot from just inside the three-point line. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. A foul called on Anselmo-Merna. It's kind of been fun so far, Corey, to watch Aiden Hall and Dane Duree, the number 10 on both sides, match up in this one. They're both tall guys, and they're both aggressive.
Yeah, they've been kind of offsetting each other so far, kind of erasing each other.
Anderson finds Mo Robinson. What a pass. Mo gets the layup as a result. Man, that one had a lot of zip on it, and I think the only one looking for it was Robinson. It's a three-point game again, 13-10 AM. Duree back to the basket, kicks it out. Griffith, quick release, another 3. Josiah Griffith has got 3 three-pointers in this one. And it's kind of keeping Sandhills Thedford at an arm's length. Hall, high post, fouled as he turned to attack. Baseline inbound upcoming. Good. Sorry, go ahead.
That one given to Griffith, Josiah Griffith. He's got 1. They're spreading their fouls out. They got 5 fouls and 1 on 5 different players.
Tihan to key it in for the Knights. Time running low, and it's tipped out of bounds by Record of AM. So we'll walk to the other end of the baseline and try it from there. Tihan throws it up top to Anderson. Does well to high point it. Now throws it to Hakey. 1 dribble off to Robinson. Mo, 1 dribble. Corner to Anderson. Anderson, 1 dribble. Really trapped. Does well to get out of there to Tihan. Tihan to Hakey. 20 on the shot clock now. Tihan, right wing. Anderson in the corner. They're trying to get it down into Hall, but playing good defense on him down there is Ryan Finney. Robinson cut off on the drive at the free throw line. Out to Hakey. 6 on the shot clock now as Anderson gets it out to Hall. Has to heave a 3. It's off the backboard. Fight for the rebound is not really controlled by anybody, so a shot clock violation is whistled.
Yeah, you're not going to see many of those on a 35-second clock, I don't think.
Yeah, long sustained possession for the Knights, but really good long defensive possession for AM as well. Few substitutions for both teams. We'll call them out as they touch the basketball. Is unable to control the passes. Record. Robinson back the other way for the Knights. Mo just imposing his will in there. Can't get the layup to go. DeRee the rebound. Gets it off to Record. The junior fires it ahead to Griffith. Now gets it back on the high post. Record tries to get it into DeRee, but it's knocked away. I think Robinson got a hand on it. Goshorn back the other way, gets it off to Robinson. Pass fake, couple of dribbles. High post look into Johnston. Goshorn now in the corner. Left-handed baseball pass over to Robinson. Gets it inside to Aaron Hall. Turns, shoots over DeRee, but can't get it to fall. Rebound AM. Baseball pass up ahead to Wilson. Braden holds it up, throws it across the way. It's slapped out of there on the lob to the opposite block by Robinson, who's back the other way with it. Bumped back the other direction. He falls back, and it's a 15-footer. Mo wanted the defensive foul. Griffith wanted the offensive foul. No fouls called either way. Score 2 for the Knights. Griffith in the corner. 3:50 to go first half. Gets it up top. 3 won't go for Record, who pulled the quick trigger. Martindale the rebound. Ross ahead to Robinson. Back to Martindale on the right side. Ross right to left. Free throw line jumper won't go. Rebound tracked down by Wilson of AM. Throws it ahead to DeRee. 1-on-2. Dane dribbles forward. Stripped by Robinson. Mo back the other direction on the right wing. Gets it up top to Martindale. Now Goshorn on the near side for those of you watching on the video stream. Robinson missed everything on the 3 on the right side. Rebound AM. And a timeout called by Anselmo-Merna. 3:06 to go first half. It's Anselmo-Merna 16, Sandhills Thedford 12 on KBBN Radio. Want to take a moment to thank 4 County Heating and Air for bringing you this broadcast. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. 4 County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 308-872-2258.
During this broadcast, practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work, an alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pros Fertilizer Program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Back to the action here in Dunning. As it's tossed in, and Anselmo-Merna walks into a half-court possession with 3 to go here in the first half. Goshorn got a hand on it for a moment. Wilson with the basketball, enters it into DeRee, who's fouled from behind. Aiden Hall kind of got caught with the hand in the cookie jar there.
Oh, so tempting to put your hand in the cookie jar sometimes.
It is. You've got some cookies waiting for us back in the car, don't you?
I do.
Now you got me thinking about those.
I do.
Wilson into Priest. His high arcing three-pointer will not go. Rebound to Aaron Hall. A lot of height down inside for the Knights as Aaron Hall and Aiden Hall both in there. They're both every bit of 6 foot and more. Turnaround shot in the lane by Aaron Hall won't go. Rebound pulled out by Jaden Russell of AM. Coyotes quickly back the other direction. Wilson, the baseline drive, gets a little screen. The up and under won't fall. Rebound to Aaron Hall of the Knights.
Yeah, nice move, just couldn't finish with it.
Goshorn back the other way, gets it off to Martindale. He'll try a 3, back rim, rebound Wilson of AM. Big collision, and a travel going to be called as Wilson tried to keep his footing but fell to his left knee, and the argument from Coach Gilligan of AM is, hey, he was on his knee because he was shoved there. Instead, it's a inbound on the baseline for the Knights. Up top, Aiden Hall steps into a three off the side rim. Rebound, Dane DeRee. Anselmo-Merna basketball. 2 minutes to go here first half. They lead by 4. Lead has been much larger than that for AM, but Sandhills Thedford has done just enough on both ends of the floor to stick around. Russell kicks it out to Wilson, left it short, just tickled the bottom of the net. Good effort by Russell, who saves it in and retains possession for AM. Wilson, baseline drive, leans, shoots, won't go, rebound AM again. And now stepping on the baseline is Dane DeRee, trying to find a teammate, and a turnover into the hands of the Knights.
Knights did a good job of pinning him along the baseline. He really had nowhere to go and just kind of lost his balance a little bit, stepped back, touched the line.
Seen a lot of pretty large substitution groups by both of these teams as 6 players between the two teams run in. Anderson brings it forward, goes over to Tihan. Thatcher picked off on the pass across court by Colin Wright. 3-on-2, back the other way. Griffith lays it up and in, and his offensive night continues off the glass. AM almost picks it off on the pass to Anderson again. Now he's trapped in the short corner and now throws it away. The defense of AM coming up big here. Nice pass ahead to Griffith. Goes glass and scores again. A dime dropped by Caden Record and a timeout called by Sandhills Thedford. 1:01 to go first half. It's 20-12 and Anselmo-Merna on KBBN Radio.
Callaway, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here for the area. This is Chip, and I invite you into the Broken Bow office Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays to speak with me about getting the coverage that fits you and your situation best. If Callaway is more convenient, Leanna and Lori are in the office there Monday through Friday. 2 locations serving central Nebraska and beyond. Thanks for choosing Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Well, Corey, Anselmo-Merna has not had trouble scoring the basketball. It's been after they gain these leads that they kind of allow Sandhills Thedford to slowly grind back within just a few points. But they're doing the right thing and scoring in bunches.
Yeah, they're getting some good looks and really up turnovers too.
Nice play out of the break by Sandhills Thedford, and lots of emotion showed after the and one opportunity by Aaron Hall. Nice pinpoint pass from Brady Hakey in order to set him up for the opportunity.
Caden Record fouled him. So an and one for Aaron Hall, but can't convert. And then there's some contact after the miss, and they call a foul on Sandhills Thedford. Aiden Hall looks like is going to pick up his second.
20-14, 6-point lead for the road team and Anselmo-Merna. DeRee will bring it forward into the front court. Dane goes to Record on the left side. His 3 is short. Big collision on the fight for the rebound, and a foul going to go against Anselmo-Merna here. And it's on DeRee as he's trying to get an explanation from the official. So now, as that was the 5th foul for the next 43 and 6/10 seconds, Sandhills Thedford will be shooting 2 the rest of the way on every foul by their opponent.
Do you like that rule change when it went in effect last season?
I wasn't sure if I would like it or not, but I can say with confidence that I like it.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't sure either, and it took a while. And it grew on me, and I got used to it. And I think it's good for the game, really.
Anderson makes the first. He'll get a look at the second. He's Anderson with an O. You're Anderson with an E.
Yeah. Let's get that straight. You know.
Anderson's second doesn't go. 1 for 2. AM back with the basketball in the front court. It's Priest. Kanan holds it up, gets it off to Record. Record lobs it inside, now gets it back on the left wing. Kicks it back out to Wright. Wright drives inside, won't go. Blocking foul is called. I think they might get Tihan on this one, as he was the main recipient of quite a bit of contact down inside by Colin Wright.
It is on Tihan, number 1 on him.
5-point contest, and Anselmo-Merna with the lead as Colin Wright steps to the charity stripe and misses off the side of the rim for the first. Both teams look content. No subs coming in here for the final 28 seconds of the first half. Second one for Wright off the front of the rim. Rebound Dane DeRee, and he is fouled. No shots upcoming, though, but the next foul would result in Anselmo-Merna going to the line, whether it's a shooting foul or not.
Had Brady Hakey on that one.
24 seconds. DeRee on the lob inside. Dane DeRee finds the bottom of the basket on a nice feed from his teammate Caden Record. Anderson in the front court for the Knights. One dribble, throws it all the way across to Tehan. Tehan keeps the dribble alive, off to Anderson. Anderson in amongst the trees, scoops it to Hakey. His shot off the back rim. Rebound pulled out of there by Colin Wright of AM. And time expires on the first half. Anselmo-Merna, a 7-point lead, 22-15 over the hometown Sandhills Thedford Knights. We'll take a break. When we come back, Corey will give you a look at the numbers here at halftime. You're listening to Central Nebraska's Sports Source, KBBN Radio, and Sandhills Express Video.
Cooling is strong in both repairs and installation. For residential or commercial projects or new construction, call Taylor Heating and Cooling at 308-872-6196. They offer financing and are proud to offer high-quality service to go hand in hand with the reliable products they install, whether parts or new units. Serving Broken Bow and beyond in central Nebraska. Taylor Heating and Cooling.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming and ranching is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm and ranch deserves.
Visit Justin Thompson Agency or call 308-872-5252.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery is proud to help bring you this sports coverage. When you partner with Moonlight, you're choosing the company that offers the highest quality inks as their standard way of printing. Since 1999, Moonlight has partnered with community events, school groups, sports teams, and more to design, print, and sell awesome screen print, embroidery, and vinyl items. Located in Kearney, serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Visit MoonlightCustomPrinting.com. Everything looks better by Moonlight.
Central Nebraska Diesel is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the student athletes who work hard each and every day. They're also proud to offer you Rainke products. When you need performance that you can count on, ask them about Rainke. Central Nebraska Diesel is happy to bring this action to those who can't attend. Enjoy the broadcast, and when you need pivot service from start to finish, call Central Nebraska Diesel at 643-2544. Rainke, More right than rain.
We're at the half. It's Anselmo-Merna leading here in the boys' game, the first of our two varsity contests here tonight. Anselmo-Merna leads at 22-15 over Sandhills Thedford. Thrive-In is proud to support the area teams as they work hard to achieve their goals. Representative Scott Harvey wants to help you with your financial goals by creating a strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. For insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, call Scott Harvey and Thrive-In Financial at 308-872-2511. With a look at your halftime numbers, here's Corey.
All right, let's start with the Coyotes of Anselmo-Merna. And they were led in the first half by Josiah Griffith. He's not amongst their top three scorers, but wow, tonight he's got 13 of their 22 points, and in large portion because of his prowess behind the arc, hitting 3 trays, and then he added a couple of deuces in the second period to total up to 13. And only 2 other Coyotes in the scorebook in that first half. Dane Dury scored 6 points on 3 field goals and an early 3-pointer from Braden Wilson, the other point scored by the Coyotes in that first half. Record and Wright started, did not score. Wright missed a pair of free throw opportunities in the second period. And off the bench, Priest, Finney, and Russell all seeing minutes, but also not getting in the scorebook. And for the Sandhills Thedford Knights, they also had just 3 guys come up with points to make their first half total of 15. Led by Mo Robinson, the 5'11 junior dropped in 7. And 4 each for Carter Anderson and Aaron Hall in that first half. Seeing action, not scoring, Aiden Hall and Brady Hakey and Thatcher T on 3 of their starters. And off the bench, Goshorn and Martindale got some time on the hardwood, but did not connect. It was 10-8 Coyotes at the end of 1. They outscored Sandhills Thedford 12-7 in the second for a 22-15 halftime lead. Free throws in that first half. It was 1 for 5 showing for the Knights, and just 2 free throw attempts, both missed by Anselmo-Merna there late in the first half. Rebounds, they have 13 for the Coyotes and 8 for the Knights. And turnovers, this is kind of unusual. A team that has a 7-point lead has almost twice as many turnovers. Had the Coyotes with 13 miscues and 7 on Sandhills Thedford, and that just tells me their shot percentage is way down.
Yeah, and you know what they call the three-pointers sometimes, the great equalizer.
Right.
So a couple of minutes away from second half action. Again, it's a 22-15 lead. It's Anselmo-Merna leading the hometown Sandhills Thedford Knights here in Dunning. One more break and second half action coming your direction on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
Is happy to bring you this broadcast of high school sports. At Trotters, they're happy to support all the youth in the area, not only in sports, but in all of their extracurricular activities. A balance of school and activities will prepare them to balance their lives in the future, and Trotter Incorporated commends them for all of their hard work. They're proud of all of the area athletes and are excited to help bring you this sports broadcast. Trotter Incorporated.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can't get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast. Kristen Electric.
Gaffney Farms, a distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
Welcome back to Dunning as we are moments away from second half action. 8 minutes up on the clock. It's third quarter time. Pretty entertaining first half, I would say, Corey. Teams kind of went back and forth, but AM kind of keeping Sandhills Thedford at arm's distance for a majority of that first half.
Yep, that's the way it went. We'll see if there's a burst by the Knights to begin the second half.
Both teams out of the halftime conversation. Griffith cut off at the free throw line, gets it off to Duree. Duree shuffled the feet. Turnover back to the Knights, and that's all because of that interior defense of Sandhills Thedford not giving him an easy path into the bucket.
He certainly draws a lot of attention anytime he catches the ball, especially in the paint.
Tehan left side up top to Hakey. Knights first possession of the third quarter. Looks at Anderson, now instead to Hakey up top. Now Robinson right side. Robinson in the quarter to Anderson, who's kind of running that baseline back and forth. Hakey around to Tehan, now Robinson in the left corner. Moe, couple of dribbles up top to Hakey. 8 on the shot clock. Moe gets it back from Hakey, drives baseline. Short corner jumper won't go. Rebound to Duree, who's off and running. 4 on 2. Duree applies the pressure, turned it over off the backboard, but it's taken right back after the Knights had rebounded it. AM back in the half court. They now turn it over as Robinson comes the other way. It's 2 on 2. Robinson slides the feet. Nice block inside by Wilson. It's thrown off of Wilson by Robinson out of bounds. Stays Knights ball. A little flurry there of back and forth.
He kind of forced it, did Robinson, made up for it by banging the ball out of bounds to give his team another shot at it.
Tehan to key it in, throws it up top to Moe. Robinson right side, skips it over to Anderson. Now up top to Hakey. Now Robinson right side. Shot fake, drives inside, scoops it out to Hall. Hall shoots it up, left it short, and the rebound out into the hands of Record. Now in the corner, it's Griffith. Josiah, spin move, steps back. That might have been a 2. It was long and missed either way, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by AM. No subs, both teams cruising with the ones they started the quarter with. 6:24 to go here in the third. No score by either team yet in the period. Tehan with it just left of center. Now centers it with Robinson. Robinson to Anderson. Anderson right side for the Knights. Skip pass over to Tehan. Chucks up a 3, falls down, no whistle. Rebound to AM. Duree skips it ahead to Griffith. 2 on 1, gets it off to Wilson. Goes glass and scores it for our opening bucket of the third quarter.
Really good ball movement there, leading to an easy 2 underneath from Wilson.
And now a timeout called for a substitution.
Yeah, he hurt his ankle. It looked like Thatcher Tehan coming out of the game there, reaching down at his left ankle.
5:50 to go here, third quarter. Sub comes in. It's Martindale in. He's got the basketball on the right side. Hands it off to Robinson. 2 players keeping a close eye on him. Now up top to Hakey. Now on the left side, it's Anderson, and that looked good from the point it left his hands. Knocks home a 3 to make it a 6-point game again. AM back the other direction. Anderson tries to get a turnover. Ball's on the ground. Duree comes away with it to retain possession. Now Robinson, active hands again. Foot on the gas pedal. A blocking foul going to be called as Robinson is never afraid of contact and If it's 1-on-2, those are odds he likes. He just is going to go for it like he did there.
Yep. Josiah Griffith commits his second.
Few players in for Sandhills Thedford. Aaron Hall coming in. Tate Johnston into the ball game, and Goshorn back in as well. Martindale calls out the play. Gets the basketball. Surveys, throws it up top to Johnston. Johnston kicks it out. They get it into the hands of Anderson, who all but had a three go down, and Martindale steals it from behind Caden Record, and another possession for the Knights. Feels like we played a lot of basketball on that end of the court so far here in the third. 5 to go in the third. Martindale, left to right, kicks it out. Johnston's three off the front of the rim, rebound to Griffith. Anselmo-Merna basketball. Josiah into the front court. Off the right side to Record. Record's entry pass to DeRee, picked off by Martindale, who holds it up. Didn't have the numbers. Martindale off to Anderson. Now up top, Johnston. Johnston to Goshorn left side. Goshorn thought about the three. Off to Johnston. Now Anderson right side. His three is up off the high side of the backboard. Almost went in. The fight for the rebound, last touch by the Knights. It'll be AM ball. Kaden Priest into the basketball game. Pressure by Goshorn. Full court pressure shown here by Sandhills Thedford, trailing by 6 on their home floor in Dunning. AM beats the press, gets into the half court. DeRee spins inside, lost the basketball. Anderson making it hard for him, and it's turned over to Sandhills Thedford. Anderson was wide open up the floor, but Johnston didn't see him. Instead, they settle into the half court. Martindale in the corner, skip pass to Johnston. Johnston scoops it over to Anderson. Anderson working against Record to Goshorn up top. Now Johnston right side. Corner to Martindale, tracks down the tip ball. Off to Anderson, now Goshorn, wide open three from the left side, left it long. Rebound, Sandhills Thedford, shot clock resets. Goshorn left side, lobs it inside to Aaron Hall. Aaron back to the basket, fouled on the shot attempt somehow. Got that thing muscled up towards the rim despite getting swiped across both arms.
Give the foul to Kaden Priest.
Message there from Coach Gilligan was, don't bail him out. He's in a bad position. And Hall had the back to the basket, jumped, spun in the air to try to get the shot up, and was fouled, and now gets the first to fall at the charity stripe.
Hall now with 5 points, averages 3 a game. Check in for the Coyotes. Coming in is Jaden Russell, 5'11", senior, replaces Record.
Hall second, hops high, won't go. Tipped out of bounds by Johnston. It'll be AM basketball. 3:19 to go, third quarter. 24-19 is the lead for Anselmo-Merna as the Coyotes bring the ball forward. Priest with the basketball. Priest dribbles up the right side, had it tipped, throws it inside. Kind of a, oh, look what I found situation as it finds its way to Russell, and he's fouled, doing the right thing, being aggressive, trying to score. He'll go to the line.
That foul goes against Martindale, his first.
Jaden Russell to the free throw line. 3:07 to go here, third quarter. His first off the back of the rim, won't go. Kind of clanked the backboard as well.
Well, that's one way to make sure you don't miss the iron anyway, I guess, huh?
Johnston second, does not fall. Bodies on the floor, rebound Mo Robinson. 0 for 2 that trip for AM. Martindale in the corner. Ross, one dribble over to Goshorn, does well to pull it down. A three by Mo Robinson goes up and in. Big make for Sandhills Thedford. They're two within 2, and Coach Gilligan of AM wants to talk things over. Timeout on the floor, 2:50 to go third quarter. 2-point ball game here in Dunning.
And they're coming to the Sandhills Corral in Thedford this Saturday, the Platinum Pearls. Make sure you head in early to secure your seat and enjoy delicious food and drink specials until showtime. When the Platinum Pearls hit the mic, you'll hear music that gets you moving. Saturday night is the night to belt out the hits you know and love in Thedford at the Sandhills Corral, 9 until 1 this Saturday night. Don't miss a blast of a time in Thedford.
Duda Plumbing, the guys you want when you need a new septic system or your existing system needs a good pumping. With Scott and Colton boasting over 40 years of experience, they know a thing or two about keeping things flowing smoothly. Don't wait until your backyard or basement smell like a swamp. Get on their schedule for a pump every 2 years. For the real tough spots, their sewer camera can spy on what their eyes can't catch. For over 40 years, Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Welcome back to Dunning, and kind of like we had seen there in the first half, Corey, Anselmo-Merna extends a lead, and then Sandhills-Thedford battles back to get within a couple. Haven't been able to muster a lead yet in this game, though.
Well, they have the momentum. Will it continue coming out of a timeout as Sandhills-Thedford goes with the pressure and knocks the initial inbound try back out?
Full court pressure again here from the Knights. Anselmo-Merna, like Corey said at halftime, has more turnovers than the team they led at halftime. And now a foul whistled on the Knights, and they'll inbound on the far side for us on the radio, but the near side for those of you watching the video broadcast.
This is second on Martindale.
Inbound goes to Wright, who walks into the front court, gives it off to Russell, back to Wright. Collin inside to DeRee, who's been pretty quiet tonight. Dane across the lane to Josiah Griffith, remains hot and hits another three. What a night for Josiah Griffith. 5-point game now. Sandhills-Thedford was to within 2. Robinson with it in the corner. Pass fake up top to Johnston, who works it around. They try to get it inside to Hall. Lost it. Recovered by Martindale. Out to Johnston. His three off the front of the rim. Martindale the rebound. Leans back in. Shoots it up. Won't go. A fight for the rebound and a foul called against the Knights. And Aaron Hall doesn't agree with the call.
So Aaron Hall picks up foul number 1.
4 Knights come in. 1 substitution for Anselmo-Merna. Tihan, Anderson, Hakey, and Aiden Hall join Mo Robinson in there. Anselmo-Merna back the other way. Nice defense by Anderson. Had it initially, but recovered by AM. Priest 3 off the side of the rim, out of bounds. Back to the Knights. And a defensive stop for Sandhills-Thedford. Keeps the game at a 5-point deficit. Caden Record back into the game. Looks like hopping up quick is Braden Wilson as well, as Griffith will come out, and so will Wright. As Tihan brings it forward for the final minute 45 of the third quarter. Hakey just right of center off to Robinson on the right. Ball above the head into Hall. Double team there, out to Robinson. Fake the 3, shoots it up from the free throw line on the drive inside instead, and scores 2. It's now a 3-point game. Anselmo-Merna getting scoring in other places than from Dane DeRee, who's been mostly silent this evening, scoring the ball. He drives baseline almost as if he heard me, but missed it off the rim. Long rebound out into the hands of Ryan Finney. And a foul is committed by Sandhills-Thedford.
Yep, gave it to Carter Anderson, reaching in, trying to get the ball back. Just his first. And 4th of the quarter with 1:13 to go.
That 5-foul limit has kind of seemed like the right number, hasn't it? With that rule change as well.
Yeah, and teams space out their fouls better now, I think.
DeRee's 3-pointer won't go. Hakey jumps up high for the rebound. Knights back the other direction. They can tie it with a 3, trailing 24-27. Under a minute to go here, third quarter. Robinson off to Anderson. Now Hakey. They work the perimeter. Robinson drives inside. Leaves it for Hall. Nice find. And 2 within 1 are the Knights. The closest they have been in the game, I believe. It was 3-3 at one point.
Yep, closest since that point.
All right. So a shot put up inside by DeRee off the miss. The other direction by Braden Wilson. And AM again trades a bucket after Sandhills Thedford pulls closer. Robinson fakes the 3, keeps the foot down, drives baseline, bounces off of Finney. Shot won't go. Finney stays strong in there and gets the miss. 10 seconds for AM the other way. Robinson picks it off. Mo fouled by DeRee right at half court. Not a bad foul if you're AM because Robinson had a free path into the basket.
Certainly not. You got fouls to give at the end of the quarter. Go ahead and use them in that situation, and that's what he did.
Looks like DeRee's second. Hakey will toss it in for Sandhills Thedford with 8 seconds to go on the third quarter clock. Robinson drives forward, kicks it back out to Hall, steps into a 3, won't go. Finney the rebound, and time expires. We're set up for what should be a very entertaining fourth quarter. Anselmo-Merna leading at 29-26. Sandhills Thedford has hung around the entire game. As we mentioned not long ago, this game was a tie at 3-3, but that is the closest it has been besides that 1-point deficit that Sandhills Thedford had moments ago. A quick break. We'll come back for the fourth after this.
Bank on us, your locally owned family bank. Quick decisions, friendly and trusted. Our roots run deep in agriculture. We're your bank, modern and flexible. Learn more at westernnebraskabank.com. Western Nebraska Bank. Bank on us.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Welcome back to Dunning. Sandhills Thedford in the half court can tie it with a 3, can pull to within 1 with a 2, obviously. Tihan on the left side, up top to Anderson, now Robinson right side. Mo gets it into Hall. Hall puts his elbow down, can't get it to go, and a foul called on the fight for the rebound. Aiden Hall had his own miss in his hands, but it was knocked away by AM, and a foul whistled.
Looks like they gave it to Aaron Hall, number 2 on the 6'2 soft.
Wilson for the other team, Corey.
Oh, okay.
Other 11.
The other 11.
Inbound for the Knights. Tapped out into the hands of Robinson. Mose spins, gets it off to Tihan. Now in the corner, Hagee. Up top to Robinson. Left side, Anderson tries another 3. Off the side of the rim. Rebound pulled out of there by Griffith. Lost it, saved it, threw it off the back of the backboard with a lot of power. And that'll be Knights basketball under their own hoop. Someone checked that pipe for a dent.
Yeah, it might have a little dent in it.
Tihan has it picked off, but Caden Record had to dive out of bounds in order to do so. So we'll go to the other side of the baseline and try again. Tihan lobs it up for Hall, knocked down to there by DeRee, and Wilson controls it. Tries to throw it ahead to DeRee, and Tihan picks it right back off. So we trade turnovers, and now Sandhills Thedford back in the half court, trying to muster a little bit of a miniature comeback down 3. That'll do it, and we've tied up as Mo Robinson hits a 3 from the right side. Griffith on the receiving end of one, fell down trying to get it, and now Tihan going to be fouled by Braden Wilson, who just kind of ran into Tihan, who had controlled the basketball. Wilson kind of running out of control, knocked him over.
So Wilson with those 2 quick ones now has 3. Both teams in pretty good shape. Wilson, the first player to pick up 3 fouls tonight.
29-29, low-scoring affair. Knights with a score here would take their first lead of the basketball game. Hall blocked from behind, but a foul going to be called. We'll see who this is on. I thought the block up top was clean, but they say the foul was down below by Dury.
Yeah, Dury picks up his 3rd, sending Aiden Hall to the line.
Hall's first off the side of the rim.
Slipped out of his hands, I think, that time. He's got 2 missed pair of free throws in the first half.
Hall's second also does not go, but he tracks it down for the offensive board. Robinson kicks it out to Hakey, right side, and the Knights don't have numbers, and they reset. Getting a hand on it was Priest. It's controlled in the corner just barely by Robinson, who spins out of there. Moe throws it down inside to Hall, fades away. Shot won't go inside. Anderson picks it up and runs out of there. Another possession for the Knights. High passes galore and lots of things being done by Robinson to keep this ball in play. Hall, far side block, shoots it up, blocked, and a foul called on Colin Wright, who again thought he had a clean block just like he did up top last time. The official says too much skin on this one.
That is his 3rd. Aiden Hall just missed 2 a moment ago, and boy, just can't find the range from the line. Sometimes it seems like there's somebody sticking a fist through that cylinder, making sure the ball doesn't drop.
Now first one rimmed out. This one does as well. Dury the rebound for Anselmo-Merna. We're still tied at 29 apiece. Sandhills Thedford has not led in this game, but they've been within 10 the entire way. Anselmo-Merna, Griffith scoops it out to Dury, just left of center. 3-pointer off the backboard won't go. Hakey the rebound. Here come the Knights looking again for their first lead of the game. Robinson off to Hakey, thought about the 3, drives inside. Floater is in. 31-29 lead for the Knights, who just kind of can let a breath out. AM back the other way. Dury on the right side. Dane, couple of dribbles, drives inside, leans back, shoots over Hall, won't go. Rebound, tracked down by Robinson of the Knights. Knights trying to string some scores together. Tihan blocked big time by Colin Wright on the baseline, but it's stolen right back by Anderson, who scores 2 more for Sandhills Thedford, and a timeout called by Coach Gilligan of the Coyotes. 33-29, Sandhills Thedford with the lead with 5:01 to go in the 4th quarter.
If you're looking for affordable health, life, and supplemental insurance options, Bass Enterprises can help. Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin can offer health insurance, dental, vision, accident, cancer, and disability coverage. Plus, they specialize in Medicare with all major carriers and life insurance from term to whole. Conveniently located across from the post office at 724 South D Street. Give them a call today at 870-1485 to schedule a time to visit and review your options. Bass Enterprises with Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Dunning. Inbounds for Anselmo-Merna. Length of the floor to go. Baseball pass ahead to Griffith. 2-on-1 all of a sudden. Gets it to Dury. Fouled. Count it and 1. That's what AM needed out of the break. And Mo Robinson kind of tapping his chest saying, that one's on me, guys. I didn't do my part there. As Dury has an opportunity to get a 3-point play and get AM back to within 1.
Hakey commits his second, and Dury hits the +1. First points of the quarter by AM.
Dane DeRee with the three-point play and now falls back on defense with his teammates, trailing by 1. Anderson up top, gives it off to Robinson. Moe off to Tihan, shot fake, drives inside, kicks it off to Hakey in the corner. Hakey in the corner, Anderson does well to control it, up top to Robinson, drives in, one man there, missed it, rebound, Anselmo-Merna. And now turned back over to Robinson, and a stoppage and a technical foul going to be assessed. And I think it had to do with something verbal that the official took exception to. So the technical foul assessed, I believe, on Aaron Hall.
Yeah, they gave it to Aaron Hall.
So DeRee will go to the other side and shoot the technical free throws. That gives us an opportunity to thank Klang Financial, where they're honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial, downtown Broken Bow, 940 South D Street, as DeRee steps up and calmly hits both and takes the 1-point lead for Anselmo-Merna and gets possession, and a timeout taken by Sandhills Thedford. 4:27 to go, fourth quarter. It's 34-33, AM on top.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
This broadcast is brought to you by Nebraska Past Your Door, offering custom quality embroidery on the west side of the square in Broken Bow. Cynthia can order the brands you love and then embroider them so you can cheer on your favorite team or promote your business. Find them on Facebook at Nebraska NE Past Your Door Apparel. Search NE Past Your Door Apparel for quality custom embroidery by Nebraska Past Your Door. Out of the timeout, the inbounds results in a step on the sideline, and AM turns it over. Knights ball trailing by 1. They've trailed by 5 or less for a majority of this game. Momentarily had a lead, but the technical foul on Aaron Hall and the free throws made by Dane DeRee got us to the point we're at here. Hakey lobs it into Hall. Hall goes up, blocked inside, rebound to Anderson, and he's fouled on a putback attempt. At least I think so. We'll see if they call this in the act of shooting.
We got Colin Wright, and now he has 4. And they do say it was as Anderson was tossing the rock towards the hoop, so he goes to the line.
4th foul of the quarter on Anselmo-Merna, so the rest of the way it'll be free throws for Sandhills Thedford. That bodes well for them as Anderson knocks home the first. In for the Coyotes, Jaden Russell. Go down on the block. As Carter Anderson takes a couple of dribbles, puts it up, and can't get it to go. DeRee skies high for the miss for AM. Tie ball game, 34-all. Under 4 to go here, fourth quarter. Griffith with it in the corner, dribbles it out, and centers the basketball, sets up the half-court offense. Record with it, right to left, tries to get it off to Russell and threw it out of bounds. Russell couldn't control it, and we go back the other way with the white and green. Robinson walks it forward and steps into the front court with 3:40 to go, fourth quarter. 34-all ball game. Tihan left side up to Hakey. Hakey off to Anderson. Anderson on the right side, couple of dribbles. Back up top to Hakey. Now Robinson leans into a shot. Won't go off the rim. Anderson, the weak side rebound. Tihan up top now, Hakey. Hakey, couple of dribbles, lost his footing inside, turns, shoots, and a foul is called as earning a trip to the line is Brady Hakey. We'll see who this one's on. It's on DeRee. His 4th.
So he joins right at the precipice there of not being able to commit a foul without having to leave the game.
Hickey's first rattles in, and Sandhills Thedford takes back the lead. They're going to leave DeRee in there. Caden Record comes out. DeRee, the leading scorer on the season for Anselmo-Merna. And in a tight game, Coach Gilligan making the decision to see it as important that he's out on the floor as Hickey made the second. It's a 2-point lead for Sandhills Thedford. Griffith with it left side, gives it off to Priest, centers the ball, now goes right side off to Wilson. Braden right to left, up top to DeRee. Dane, ball above the head, off to Priest. A little screen and roll. Priest pulls the jumper, off the rim, rebound Robinson. Mo Robinson up the right side of the floor, off to Anderson in the corner, now gets it back to Mo. Work left side to Tihan, dribbles it left to right, now leaves it for Anderson up top, 20 on the shot clock. Hickey in the corner, tries to get it down inside to Hall. Stepping in front of it was Wilson. Hall comes away with it momentarily, but then has it knocked away out of bounds off of AM.
Looks like Record and Wright coming back on the floor for AM. And Priest and Russell sit.
Tihan to toss it in. Goes in the corner to Anderson, off to Hickey. Hickey skips it over, left side to Robinson. Mo, nifty dribbling, drives inside, shoots it from the free throw line. Tough shot, wouldn't go. Rebound pulled out of there by Caden Record of AM. Approaching 2 to go here in the fourth quarter. A 2-point lead for the home team, Sandhills Thedford Knights, and a timeout taken by Troy Gilligan. He knows the importance of this upcoming possession for Anselmo-Merna. We'll take a moment to thank Custer County Exteriors for bringing you this broadcast. If you're looking to upgrade your home's exterior, Custer County Exteriors has you covered. From seamless gutters to durable siding, soffit, and fascia, their experts will make your home look great and protect it from the elements. Quality work, reliable service, lasting results. Contact Nate at 402-641-3246. Locally owned and operated, Custer County Exteriors. Well, we talked in the pregame, Corey, about how these 4 teams between the boys' game and the girls' game looked pretty even on paper, and here in the boys' game at least, it's kind of showing to be true.
We're seeing it play out. Sandhills Thedford of the big run to overtake AM, but AM's kind of steadied the ship here of late.
Make sure you stick around when this one's over. The girls' game will come up next. Corey will have the call of that one for you here on the Thunderbird. Wilson takes the shot at the free throw line and is slapped. You can hear it audibly from over here on the stage where we're sitting. Those of you watching the video stream, you see that bright green at the top right-hand part of your screen. That's where we're sitting. There's me waving. Now you know the angle we're calling from as Griffith gets the inbound. Working against Anderson, gives it off left side to right. Collin gets a little rub screen, drives inside, defense leaves him, gets the roll just barely, and we're all knotted up again.
First hit from Wright, pretty timely.
36 apiece on the scoreboard. A minute 33 to go, fourth quarter. Great ball game here tonight in Dunning, and a timeout taken by Coach Kristen. We'll step away, 36-36, minute 29 on the clock when we return on KBBN Radio.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Arrow Seed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
contact your local shelter insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Well, it's time to figure this boys game out as the inbound tossed in to Anderson of the Knights. 20 on the shot clock, a minute 25 on the fourth quarter clock. Robinson works left to right, drives all the way in, puts it off the backboard, wouldn't go. Rebound DeRee. Had to earn that one inside among Hall and Robinson. DeRee up to Wilson. Big collision away from the basketball. No whistle, though. And now the half-court offense being shown here by AM. DeRee on the right side, jab step, working against Hall. Has to kick it out. Wilson fake the shot in the lane. Out to Griffith. Josiah up top to Wilson. 11 on the shot clock. Now to the right side to Record. Record, 15-footer, would not go. Rebound DeRee, goes back up with it and scores! 38-36, Anselmo-Merna. Robinson into the front court and a blocking foul called on Griffith. And to the free throw line will go Mo Robinson. Two big charity stripe opportunities here.
Well, we'll see how he handles the pressure here with his team 2 down, but can he even if he gets both of these?
Robinson's first does not fall. Will remain a 2-point game. Robinson receives the ball, goes through his routine, and left the second one short as well. Did AM save it? They did, and now Robinson commits the foul on DeRee. Not in the bonus yet is Anselmo-Merna, but the next one will be free throws. Knights kind of just get closer to that point with that foul, the first by Robinson. DeRee to key it in, tosses it up. Ball is loose, controlled by Sandhills Thedford, but thrown away by Anderson. Back into the hands of Wilson, who is fouled by Mo Robinson. And AM crossing the arms. They want a flagrant or some variety of a foul of that nature, but it's just going to be free throws on the other side for Anselmo-Merna, leading by 2.
Yep, free throws could decide this.
Brayton Wilson to the free throw line, dips the knees and misses the first.
Wilson with 5. He hit a 3 early in the game and a 2-pointer in the third period.
Wilson's second does not fall. Rebound DeRee, though. A big rebound for AM, and he is fouled.
Looks like Robinson picks up his third.
Mo pleading his case to the official that made the call, saying he pushed me. Kind of one of those rebounds that came off the rim hot and favored the player that dips backwards to try to rebound it rather than forwards, as DeRee makes the first. Still a one-possession game, though. Scoreboard will update here in a moment, hopefully. As DeRee misses the second, and a foul is now called on Anselmo-Merna's Caden Record.
Record crashed in, and they got him for the contact.
Scoreboard still incorrect here, as it's showing 36-38. Should be 39-36.
Yeah, I think they'll get that straightened out here.
That's what they're working on getting now. They get that point up there, as Robinson will go to the free throw line for Sandhills Thedford. Went 1 of 2 his last trip here. Robinson rattles in the first. And now a timeout taken. Coach Kristen wants to talk things over before the second free throw. 2-point game, 39-37. The away team, Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, with the lead.
Farmers, at Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Grocery Cart Meat Department is not your typical meat department. Our meat is fresh and our prices are great. We have a wide selection of beef, pork, chicken, and seafood, with options like Hormel Natural Choice, Smart Chicken, and Certified Angus Beef. You know you're getting quality meat to center your meal around. Come and see us at the Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Time is running short on this boys varsity game in Dunning, as we'll see what Coach Kristen drew up for his team, as Mo Robinson could make the free throw and pull it to within one. Still a lot of time left, just under 29 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. As Robinson makes the second, and it's a 1-point game. Priest to toss it in for Anselmo-Merna. The count is on, running out of time, gets it to DeRee, but it's knocked out of bounds by Robinson. Good defense there, and now we'll go to the sideline, kind of in our corner that's hard to see for us, but we can see well enough to see that Priest has the basketball. Holds on to it, gets it into Record. Record throws it ahead. Wright was behind the defense, laid it up and in. Knights with 18 seconds to go, trailing by 3. Mo Robinson pulls it up from the free throw line, won't go. Foul on the fight for the rebound is called on Anselmo-Merna. Worst case scenario there for AM, committing the foul and getting the Knights opportunities at points with the clock stopped.
Aiden Hall's got a big opportunity right here to get his team within one.
Hall's first. Off the side of the rim. It's been a tough night at the free throw line for Aiden Hall, and continues there.
0 for 7.
Hall, a couple of dribbles. His second goes, and a lane violation is called. So wipe it off, and it's AM basketball.
He finally gets one to drop, and it's wiped out by a lane violation.
Priest to key it in, gets it into DeRee. DeRee back to the basket, fouled by Hall with 10 seconds flat remaining, and AM can all but put this one away with a couple of makes by DeRee, already up by 3 points.
Third foul on Hall, and we'll come to the AM foul line.
Thanks so much for tuning into this game, whether you're listening on the radio or watching on the Sandhills Express video stream. Good time to remind you, as DeRee misses it off the front of the rim, that all of our sports broadcasts that we do all year long and for several years are available in replay form on both Facebook and YouTube. If you'd like to share them now or in the future, as DeRee makes the second and makes it a 2-possession game. Hall, three-pointer, top of the key, off the backboard, doesn't go. A rebound AM, and a foul with 1.4 on the fourth quarter clock, and this is looking like it's going to come away as a road win for the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
I got to hand it to them. They took the spurt of Sandhills Thedford, actually fell behind, and they were able to steady the ship and then got behind, but then they end up with the final few plays here to close out the game, and these free throws don't think are going to matter.
DeRee misses the first. 5-point game would put it away almost completely, as no one's going to even get close to Robinson as he throws one up after the buzzer. It's a 4-point victory for Anselmo-Merna. Anselmo-Merna improves to 5-7. Sandhills Thedford falls to 5-7. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll put a bow on this boys contest and get the final stats with Corey. Again, it's a victory for Anselmo-Merna, 42-38 over Sandhills Thedford here in Dunning.
I'd like to thank all of our customers for their business and friendships this year and look forward to working with you in 2025. Polaris has worked hard to keep bringing you the most reliable and powerful machines in the off-road market. Agland ATV is proud to keep that momentum rolling here in central Nebraska and strives to offer you the best in off-road sales and service. Agland ATV, West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement. The winter season presents us with all kinds of challenges, one of which that is tricky, slippery ice. If you need help recovering from a fall, call us at Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We've served Central Nebraska with personalized and compassionate care for over 50 years, 872-5111. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, Team Physical Therapy can get you moving again. Call 872-5111.
Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is all about gearing you up for sports. Whether it's for participating or for cheering from the stands, they have it. It's time for their semi-annual shoe sale, giving you 25% off all regular price shoes. So head through their door on west side of the square and bring your feet to do some test fitting. They carry the brands you're looking for, like Mount to Coast, UFAs, Brooks, Twisted X, and Merrill. Geared for Sports, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. 25% off regular price shoes at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow.
Ready or not, here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Mead Lumber in Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
This broadcast is brought to you by Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow, where we deliver caring and comprehensive health care right here, close to home. The specialty clinic brings our residents access to the area's most experienced physicians in cardiology, general surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, orthopedics, and more. Partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Dunning as the score has been notched as final in the boys varsity game, a 42-38 victory for the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. With a look at those final numbers, here's Corey.
For the Coyotes, Dane Dree leads the way, comes up with 17 points and getting 9 of those 17 down the stretch. Combination of 2 field goals and some free throws hit to give him a team leading 17. Right behind him was Josiah Griffith, who was really hot behind the arc in the first half. Cooled off a little, didn't have as many opportunities in the second half. 13 of his 16 coming in the first 2 periods, and he finished with 16. And then after that, it drops down to 5 points for Braden Wilson, who had a 3 and a 2, and then 4 for Colin Wright, who had all 4 of those, 2 key buckets down the stretch for the Coyotes. And playing but not scoring tonight, Caden Record, and then off the bench, Kanan Priest, Ryan Finney, and Jaden Russell all seeing court time but no points collected tonight. I had the Coyotes from the foul line going 5 for 15. They did make 5 of 11 down the stretch after going 0 for 4 in the first 3 quarters. Rebounding wise, I had Anselmo-Merna with 23 for the game. Turnovers a bit problematic for them at 26 for the night. And taking a look at the Sandhills Thedford Knights, leading scorer was Mo Robinson, who finished with 17. And then another double-figure scorer, Carter Anderson, 5'9" freshman guard, had 10 points tonight. And then chip-in scoring for Brady Hakey, who had 4, Aiden Hall with 2, and the lone scores off the bench were from Aaron Hall. Pair of deuces and a free throw, adding up to 5 points. Playing but not scoring for the Knights, Thatcher Tehan. Also Brandon Goshorn and Ross Martindale. And Tate Johnston got some minutes as well. Didn't get the ball through the hoop tonight. The Knights, free throw wise, 6 of 19, and that hurt them, especially down the stretch, Jeremy. 5 out of 13, and they often say in close games it comes down to, of course, turnovers to some degree, but opportunities from the line, and both teams had a lot of opportunities down the stretch, and a little better percentage for the Coyotes. And really, you know, you look at the turnovers, this is a game that I'm sure the Knights are going to replay and look at and saying, I mean, they caused 26 turnovers, and they committed only 9 for the game. And you look at that and you say, how did we lose that thing? And it just comes down to the little things, really.
Well, and they did a really good job of slowing up the leading scorer for the Coyotes, Dane DeRee, early, but he kind of got going in the second half. And I remember back to about the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter where we mentioned that Dane DeRee had been whistled for his 4th foul. He completed this game, never fouled out, and he was one of the shot makers from the charity stripe for Anselmo-Merna down the line to be able to seize this. So big game for Dane DeRee as Anselmo-Merna gets the win and improves to 5-7. St. Hills-Sunford with the loss falls to 5-7. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll get you set up for the girls' varsity game. We're doing things flip of what is normally protocol. The girls' varsity game coming your direction up next on KBBN Radio. Corey will have the call of that one. It's about 15 minutes away. Thanks for choosing Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
We're cheering on during this broadcast, practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
With offices in Broken Bow and Callaway, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here for the area. This is Chip, and I invite you into the Broken Bow office Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays to speak with me about getting the coverage that fits you and your situation best. If Callaway is more convenient, Liana and Lori are in the office there Monday through Friday. 2 locations serving Central Nebraska and beyond. Thanks for choosing Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
It's a new year, and the friendly staff at Gateway Motors would love to help you get going during the Start Something New sales event happening this month. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle. Their staff is excited to show you why there's never been a better opportunity to drive home the car, SUV, or truck that you've always wanted. Whether you're seeking luxury, performance, or pure capability, Gateway Motors has the vehicle to match your needs. Stop in so you can start the new year in a beautiful set of wheels.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
The team at Taylor Heating and Cooling are big fans of our area student athletes and are proud to help bring you their accomplishments on the radio. Just like these bright students keep a cool head in the heat of competition, Taylor Heating and Cooling is ready to help keep you cool with their services. If the season calls for heat, they're ready with repair and new install expertise there as well. Financing is available because sweating or shivering in your home needs fixed now, not later. Call Taylor Heating and Cooling at 308-872-6196 or visit taylorheatingandcoolingbb.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. That's because the future can be unpredictable, but no matter what's in the forecast, we'll help you feel protected so you can enjoy the dreams you've worked hard for with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Visit Justin Thompson Agency or call 308-872-5252.
Welcome back to Dunning as we switch our focus from the boys varsity game to the girls varsity game. And as we do so, we want to thank the sponsors making it possible for you to hear it on the radio. They include Bass Enterprises, Central Nebraska Electric, Western Nebraska Bank, Duda Plumbing, Sandhills Corral, Gaffney Farms, Kristen Electric, AM Booster Club, Trotters Woe and Go, Central Nebraska Diesel, Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery, Consolidated, Tri-S Ag, and Cursive O Cattle. Thank you as well to Nebraska Pasture Door, Thrivent Financial, Custer County Exteriors, Ford County Heating and Air, Downey Well Company, and Clang Financial. These sponsors I'm naming next, you hear on every single high school and Huskers broadcast on the Thunderbird. They include Justin Thompson Agency, Inc., Taylor Heating and Cooling, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Gateway Motors, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, A to Z Lawn Pro, Trotter Service, Melham Medical Center, Sargent Irrigation, Geared for Sports, Team Physical Therapy, Mead Lumber, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Shelter Insurance, Arrow Seed, Rod's Body and Paint, and Nebraska State Bank. Again, the boys game is in the books if you're just joining us. The Anselmo-Merna boys had the lead for much of the first half, kind of kept Sandhills-Thedford at an arm's length heading into the second half, and Sandhills-Thedford was able to take the lead for a little bit. AM battled back and eventually got that 4-point victory by a score of 42-38. Corey and I talked in the pregame of that boys game, saying that things seem pretty even between both of the boys teams and both of the girls teams tonight. The girls game is coming up shortly, and we'll see if we go 2 for 2 on that prediction. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the video stream and all it has to offer for you thanks to the sponsors you continue to see scrolling on your screen.
And Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive O Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle of Myrna.
This is for the Anselmo-Merna community members and alumni. By Tri-S Ag, supporting the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery. Have you seen all those awesome t-shirts when you attend state competition? There's a good chance Moonlight has printed what you're seeing. They love partnering with local schools to put your athletic and extracurricular achievements on apparel for fans. Ask them about screen printing, embroidery, and more promotional products. Located in Kearney, serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Visit MoonlightCustomPrinting.com. Everything looks better by Moonlight.
Central Nebraska Diesel is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the student athletes who work hard each and every day. They're also proud to offer you Rainky products. When you need performance that you can count on, ask them about Rainky. Central Nebraska Diesel is happy to bring this action to those who can attend. Enjoy the broadcast, and when you need pivot service from start to finish, call Central Nebraska Diesel at 643-2544. Rainky, more right than rain.
Trotter Incorporated is happy to bring you this broadcast of high school sports. At Trotters, they're happy to support all the youth in the area, not only in sports, but in all of their extracurricular activities. A balance of school and activities will prepare them to balance their lives in the future, and Trotter Incorporated commends them for all of their hard work. They're proud of all of the area athletes and are excited to help bring you this sports broadcast. Trotter Incorporated.
Welcome back to Dunning as we are getting closer with every passing second to the start of the girls varsity contest here between Sandhills, Thedford and Anselmo-Merna. We want to thank the video sponsors that those of you watching on Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages are seeing across the bottom right-hand part of your screen tonight. They include Rodocker Trucking, Harsh Mercantile, Call's Garage, With Love Co. Photography, Cow Country Animal Clinic, Hoffman Ranch, Bar None Enterprises, Govier Brothers Mortuary, Ray Custom Haying, Western Nebraska Bank, and thank you to these sponsors you see on every video broadcast this month: Sandhills Custom Creations, H&R Block, Insurance of the Heartland, Palmer Monument, Bailey Crop and Pioneer Seed, Colligan, Meade Lumber, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, The Grocery Cart, BD, and the Callaway District Hospital. And with all of that thanks passed along to all of our sponsors, I'll pass things over for the rest of the pregame to the guy who's going to call it for you here on KBBN this evening, Corey Anderson.
Okay, thanks, Jeremy. Anselmo-Merna girls come in 10-2. Their only losses, a 1-point decision to Arcadia Loop City and an 8-point loss to Pleasanton. 5 of their 10 wins have come over teams that have better than 500 records: Overton, Mullen, Burwell, Stewart, and Chambers Wheeler Central. They average about 50 points per game, and they're led by McKenna Miller, who averages 17 points and 6.6 rebounds per contest. Rhiannon Myers and Lily Thornton also averaging in double figures at 11 per game. Sandhills Thedford comes in with an 8-4 mark. Their losses are to Maxwell, SEM, Overton, and Ravenna. And get this, those 4 losses by a combined 12 points. They could very easily be undefeated. They won their last 2. They average about 40 points a game, and their leading scorers are Lainey Dahlberg and Carly Hakey. So South Loop, of course, was the last time that we saw them, and Dahlberg in that game had a game-high 19, followed closely by Carly Hakey. So they did what they're expected to do. And that's a big chore for Anselmo-Merna, I think, is trying to get them to go away from those 2, but easier said than done, Jeremy.
Yeah, especially when you figure that this game is here in Dunning. Both teams have a really good crowd on hand here tonight, but something about playing on your home court kind of gives you an advantage. You're used to the baskets, you're used to the layout of the room, but both of these teams, you factor in the fact that those 4 losses for Sandhills Thedford were by a combined 12 points. Don't think that is lost on the Anselmo-Merna girls and the coaching staff. They know full well that this Sandhills Thedford team could easily be undefeated and be ranked by publications such as the Lincoln Journal-Star, which Anselmo-Merna is this week, ranked number 7 in D2 by the Lincoln Journal-Star. Mullen, just down the road on Highway 2, comes in ranked number 8 in D2 as well. Both MNAC teams. So should be a good one between these 2 teams. We talked about the record and kind of the points scoring and the style by both of the teams in the boys game being similar. I think we're going to see a lot of the same things for both of these teams in the girls game too.
Well, they're in the same conference. Win tonight's going to bolster the team that gets the win for seeding for the conference tournament, certainly. So, and And again, as we talked before the boys game, you want to be starting to hit your stride about now and getting that momentum. And, you should have things fleshed out as far as your rotation and everything. It's just a matter of refining things a little bit. We're going to take a break and get you the starting lineups here. Or, Jeremy, do you want me to start right now, or do we have time?
No, we can take a quick break.
Let's take a quick break and come back and give you the lineups ahead of tip-off between the Coyotes and the Knights here on KBBN.
The athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season. The Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast, Kristen Electric.
Welcome back to Dunning for the nightcap of our doubleheader. It's girls action between Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. The Coyotes, the visitors, wearing their road blacks with the red trim outlined in white. And they'll go with Lily Thornton, a 5'5 junior. Shaylee Coleman, a 5'9 junior. Gracie McIntyre is 5'7, and she's a senior. McKenna Miller's a 5'8 senior, and Rhiannon Myers, 5'9 junior. They are coached by Trenton Kirchman, assisted by Maddie Bumgarner and Kristen Myers. Your starting lineups for tonight's game being brought to you by Downey Well and Myrna. They're proud to be your one-stop water source, from well drilling and installations of pumps and equipment to operational hookups. Trust Downey Well. They welcome your calls to get the water flowing. Starters for the Sandhills Thedford Knights, who come in 8-4. The expected starters: Cora Martindale, a sophomore. Callan Cox, also in her sophomore year. Carly Hakey is a senior. Then you've got Lainey Dahlberg, a junior, and Lindsay McIntosh, a sophomore, for head coach Cale Anderson. He's assisted by Brittany Bradley. Should be a good one here coming up as they announce the starters. Of course, home whites expressed by Sandhills Thedford with the green trim. I believe that's hunter green. Is that the hunter green?
Yeah, forest green, hunter
forest
green, either
would
way.
Be, yeah, accurate dark green.
Sandhills Thedford night green, if you ask anybody in Dunning or Thedford.
It's exclusive to them, right?
It might be.
No one else has their kind of green.
It might be.
As they announce the home team starters after the Coyotes have been announced. Well, we had a very close, tense boys game, and we hope we can follow that up for our listeners and viewers with the same in the girls game. And I kind of like the girls getting the primetime slot tonight, Jeremy. That's kind of nice that the girls can have the nightcap.
Yeah, and I think it should be an entertaining game. Good crowd has stuck around for the nightcap of it. I'm really interested to see how both of these teams get their star players involved. Obviously, if you're Sandhills Thedford, you're going to try to go down inside with Lainey Dahlberg. If you're Anselmo-Merna, you got to get the ball into the hands of your leading scorer, McKenna Miller. Look for both of these teams to try to establish that early. We're now in the point here in mid-January where you've got to know that your number one priority is getting your leading scorers involved.
Dahlberg goes up against Coleman, and it is Dahlberg winning the tap. Sandhills Thedford working away from their bench on the right side as we view the action behind the benches, and immediately a mishandle of the ball by the Lady Knights turns it over to AM.
Yeah, they were looking for the pass over there, but it went off of the backside of Cora Martindale. and nobody for AM had touched it, so calling over and back out of the gate.
Whitley, nope, wrong side there. We got Rihanna Myers handling the ball out front. Looks like a man-to-man or person-to-person for Sandhills Thedford. Into the lane, kicking the pass out. Now left side, an open look from 16 is up, no good. And it was shot by Coleman and missed. Rebound to the Knights. Up court they come, shoved in the corner right side. Baseline drive by Dahlberg. Scoots across the baseline on the bounce pass. Picked up. Martindale is hounded. She gives it up on the wing. Now they toss it inside for Dahlberg. Dahlberg hits the trailer, the drive, the scoop underneath missed, but a follow rebound and put back off the window by Dahlberg.
That was a good job earlier in that possession by Laney. She was almost quadruple teamed, able to pass out of it.
And now we have a tie ball as AM comes up court, reaching in, tying up the ball is Hakey. And that gets possession for the Lady Knights.
And that's Carly's game defensively. She likes to get her hands involved, and I know for a fact that's not the last jump ball she's involved in.
Coyotes toss it in from their baseline, and in it comes on top to McIntyre. McIntyre left side wing, a dribble and a shot for Coleman, dances off the iron, no good. The rebound to Sandhills Thedford. The Knights get it across, throw it off. Now returned on top to their point guard Martindale. She works around a screen, coming to her right, and then shuffles the feet a little bit as she came to an abrupt stop. Tossed it inside, but kind of a skid stop that time, prompting the rolling of the hands by the ref.
Sometimes all you have to do as a defender is be there and just be a presence as a defense. Don't have to get handsy, don't have to swipe at it. Just wait for the offensive player to shuffle those feet.
Up court is Myers, and a hand on the hip will get the Knights a foul.
I think they got one on Callan Cox, yeah.
Cox picked it up. First foul of the game with 6:31 to go. 2-0. Hometown team Knights ahead. Now here's a pass inside, knocked away off a Knights player out of bounds. A&M will throw it in underneath their hoop. Will be 22 Miller inside and going up and getting fouled is the shooter that time, Myers. Miller into Myers, and fouling her was Dahlberg.
Laney's first, team's second. So 2 fouls here with 6:25 to go here first quarter. AM kind of in a good position, drawing a couple of fouls, giving themselves an opportunity to get towards that 5-foul limit.
Myers misses the first, gets the second, splits it right through. And that gets AM on the board. 2-1 Sandhills Thedford back on offense, working against a 2-3 it looks like. Passing off, trying to beat that zone, working it in quickly. Dahlberg draws a double team, now they get it out. Left side lane shot, no good, and the rebound is cleared by Miller. Up court come the Coyotes. Left side wing, making a move. Thornton moves in, gets a nice look from 8 feet away and drains it. Lily Thornton.
Beautiful shot. Had the perfect amount of loop on it and just hit the bottom of the net.
First lead for AM, and Sandhills set for the other way. Right side three-pointer cast up, no good by Hakey, and then on the rebound attempt, Hakey crashes in. And we'll get the foul. Nope, they gave it instead to Martindale. Well, they were both kind of going after it, trying to slap the ball away.
Yeah, official kind of had his option there. It's now a 3-foul-0 advantage for Sandhills Thedford, or disadvantage, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, less than 2.5 into the ball game, so free throws could be a big advantage for the visitors at some point as the ball's tapped out by the Knights. Coyotes will throw it in front of the Knights bench. In it comes to Myers, being guarded out front by Cox. Myers swings right side. A dribble and a move by Thornton, puts it up, no good. Swooping in for the rebound, Martindale, the sophomore, goes fast towards the hoop and scoops it up high off the glass from the right side. You try that sometime, that's hard to do. And she drained it. Now we have a turnover as AM got going too fast, coming the other way.
Quite the move there by Martindale. She was way off of that block, and like Corey said, threw it way high up off of the glass and had the right momentum and the right angle.
Court Martindale throwing inside, maneuvering, getting a shot up, no good. Going after her, miss was Cox, but can't get to it. It was swiped away. I believe Coleman got to that. Now up court to Myers. Her pass deflected and stolen. Here come the Knights the other direction. Oh, a nice pass to Martindale to her right. She stopped abruptly, saw the open Martindale, and she knew what to do with it. 6-3. Sandhills Thedford with a burst of points. Here's the shot the other way. A three-pointer goes up. No good, but an offensive board. Put-back try by the Coyotes. No good. Rebound comes to Dahlberg. They run the court. Inside scoop shot. No good by Hakey. Rebound to the Coyotes. And these girls are running some fast-paced breaks here in the early going now. To the foul line, and they call a turnover, a travel violation on Thornton.
High pace to this one. I know that Sandhills Thedford has done a good job getting Dahlberg involved. Have not heard Miller's name called all that much for Anselmo-Merna. I know they want to get her more involved.
It's Hakey bringing it up. Baseline drive is Dahlberg goes up strong. Couldn't get the ball over the rim, but did draw the foul, and that's what she does well.
They're going to get Rhiannon Myers on this one. Her first, team's first. And after that burst of 3 fouls the other way, Sandhills Thedford with 3 fouls of their own. Haven't fouled for a couple of minutes now as Dahlberg knocks home the first.
She has 3. Now a check-in for the Coyotes as Kaylee Klein, a senior, 5'9", takes a rebounding position on the right lane line.
And rebound she will. She is a wonderful rebounder for AM off of the bench. Great defender as well. Goes out there and does a lot of things for the Coyotes that don't show up in the scorebook.
Dahlberg makes it 8-3 on the second free throw. Now steal by the Knights. To the hoop, laying it up and in is Carly Hakey. 10-3. And we come the other way. Here's a strong drive by Thornton. She lost the ball inside, taken away. And the Knights trying to extend the advantage. Get it to Dahlberg. Stutter step, left of the lane. Kicked it out, but a travel.
That keyword stutter there, right?
Yeah, the stutter blew the whistle there. And there was a little delay on the reaction there. I think the official thought, well, maybe it wasn't, but then decided, it was.
3 turnovers for Sandhills Thedford, 5 for AM here early in this one.
Thornton across, throws to Miller, works top of the key, throws it inside, throws it away. Turnovers really hurting AM right now. Now the drive and a good block by Kenna Miller from behind. Timed it perfectly. She waited for that ball released from the hands and just whacked it out.
Well, shooting the basketball takes good hand-eye coordination, so does passing it, but also blocking it.
Yes. To avoid the foul especially, and it comes down to the baseline. Callan Cox back out front, now in the lane, a good look, up and in by Dahlberg. I say good look, there was traffic, but she's taller than everyone, so, good look for her. So it is now 9-point advantage for Sandhills Thedford. Right of the lane, nice pass inside, going up, ball slapped away, but also a foul is going to be given to Martindale.
Yeah, if they get Martindale on this one, that's already her second. She's the first starter for either team to pick up her second. It was a really good move there by Miller to realize she herself didn't have a shot, and a good job filling the lane by her teammate Kaylee Klein.
Who now shoots 2. And real she was on her way up to shoot, which she was. Can't connect in the first, got a lot of rim, but it trickled off. No good. She'll get one more. Try to change the 3 on the board, which it's been sitting at 3 for quite a while. Here's the next one, rattled through. Kaylee Klein makes it 12-4.
2 for 4 from the free throw line is AM here early in this one.
Now the toss over everyone, out of bounds. Kind of an unforced error there by Sandhills Thedford.
Big opportunity here for AM to string a couple of points together.
Up court dribbling is Myers, spins around, gets it to Thornton. Thornton gives it up to Miller and spots a driving Thornton that time for 2. Thornton has 4. It's 12-6 now as the last 3 points going the way of the visitors. Quick dribble by Whitley Rasmussen. Now the shot goes up left side, no good. Rasmussen is a junior into the game. Now here's A&M working inside, shot up, and they're going to get Dahlberg for a little body contact that time, and that will send the shooter, Kaylee Klein, back to the line where she just hit 1 of 2 a moment ago.
Sandhills Thedford, a team that likes to play physical, and we've seen that here early and already in the bonus with a couple minutes left to go. They've committed 5 fouls. Dahlberg and Martindale, 2 starters for Sandhills Thedford with 2 fouls each.
Klein can't take advantage, though, as the first one misses. She'll get another with 2:02 to go in the opening period. A 12-6 advantage for the Sandhills Thedford Knights. Klein took her time, put it up, couldn't get that one as well, and Shaylee Millicent, freshly into the game, grabs the rebound. They work it inside towards Millicent, and she juggles and can't secure it, so turnover on the Knights. Here come the Coyotes. Nice pass inside, high off the glass, up and in for Klein, prompting a timeout by the Knights coach. And it's a 30. Let us let you know that this sports broadcast is brought to you by 4 County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. 4 County Heating and Air in Broken Bow. The number's 308-872-2258. Early impressions on this one, Jeremy?
Well, it's been a really good back and forth. I think Sandhills Thedford is getting Dahlberg involved well. I still am not thinking the same thing on the other side for Anselmo-Merna with McKenna Miller. They've got to find a way to provide enough penetration that they can kick it out to her and get an opening. She's also great at driving in and creating her own shot as well. It all centers around just getting the ball in her hands.
Yeah, Miller and Myers have been largely quiet in this one, but you got to give a lot of credit to the Knights with their defense and what they're doing. Now here's a shot following the timeout by Knights coach Gail Anderson. Air ball by Martindale, but they get another try at it, and they work it inside. Shot put up by Millicent, trickles off, no good. Hanging down the edge of the line, keeping her balance, feeding into a teammate is Myers. Up court come the Coyotes, back to Myers, and then she double dribbled, put 2 hands on the ball to begin her drive to the hoop, and a turnover to the Knights.
It's kind of just been tough sledding for Anselmo-Merna in the turnover category. Now have 7 here in this one.
Quickly crossing is Hakey. Gets a pass back from the left side corner, returns it to Martindale. She's doubled, back to Martindale from Hakey, puts it up, air ball, but the rebound to Rasmussen. Saves it out to Martindale, drives, puts a long one up out the glass too hard. Martindale slipped in, got the rebound, put it up again, no good. Here come the Coyotes, inside, tapped away, picked up by AM. Shot outside, goes up for 3. Thornton drains it.
Yeah, she does that, and if she finds a oh look what I found situation like she does there, she is not shy about going right up with it for good reason.
The Coyotes back within just 1 after being down a couple of minutes ago by 9. Here's the running one-hander in the lane, no good, but offensive board by Millicent, and she got fouled and will go to the line after Riley Schmidt clipped her.
Yeah, tough to hold off when you see a rebound taken in right in front of you like that, not get your hands involved, but Riley got caught swiping across there as Millicent makes the first.
Coleman back on the court for the Coyotes, replaces Klein. And the sophomore Millicent will try to put her team up by 3 and does so as she rattles through the cylinder to make it 14-11. 22 seconds left in the first period. Working away on the dribble over to the right side. Myers dumps right of the lane. Myers gets a return pass, drives through, puts it up from 6, short. And then Martindale had the position. The ball knocked away from her. Some body contact, which they didn't call, out of bounds to Sandhills Thedford. Up court come the Knights. Akey runner with a couple of seconds, no good. Rebound to the Coyotes. Time runs out at the end of one, 14-11 in favor of Sandhills Thedford. And we'll be back to the gym in Dunning. Here, more high school basketball action on KBBN and also video action on YouTube.
Cattle Oilers is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
They play from their hearts and souls, and they're coming to the Sandhills Corral in Thedford this Saturday, the Platinum Pearls. Make sure you head in early to secure your seat and enjoy delicious food and drink specials until showtime. When the Platinum Pearls hit the mic, you'll hear music that gets you moving. Saturday night is the night to belt out the hits you know and love in Thedford at the Sandhills Corral, 9 until 1 this Saturday night. Don't miss a blast of a time in Thedford.
Back to Dunning. Corey Anderson, Jeremy Shipe here, announcers this evening on KBBN. And glad to have our video watchers on Facebook and YouTube. Sandhills Thedford starts the second period up by 3 in the ball. Inside, the ball is stopped. Ty Ball gives it to Anselmo-Merna as they stopped the drive. And the Coyotes headed up court. Rhiannon Myers, 5'9", junior, brings it up. Tapped away into the backcourt. Myers allowed to retrieve it and restart the offense. Now her pass across and going for the steal. Martindale got a piece of it, knocked it out near midcourt.
I've liked the defensive effort by both of these teams here early, Corey. It's been great.
And, you know, these offenses know what they want to do, but the defenses are not making it easy most of the time, like that right there in the corner. But she did find a teammate. Now the Coyotes player, Gracie McIntyre, makes a move, and a reach-in foul is going to be called against the Knights and go against Hakey.
Just her first.
It'll be tossed in underneath the basket by Miller. In it comes, and they work it again. Miller to Myers as she slips in there, and Myers puts it up and in to make it 14-13. Sandhills Thedford the other way, and the lane ball loose, going to the floor to save it. That was Cox, and now working away in Millison. She backed her gal inside, got a good look, but couldn't get the ball to drop. Here come the Coyotes the other way with Myers throwing in the corner, and it slips through the hands of her teammate Coleman, out of bounds to the Knights. You know, Miller just really hasn't had any opportunities to shoot. I don't remember her even taking a shot in this one.
Yeah, I think she's taken one,
maybe
two, but that would be maybe stretching it a bit.
Yeah. Sandhills Thedford, a nice drive to weave through that defense, and Cox had a good look at it, just off the iron. Now the other way, and Cox comes up with a steal in the corner. Still 1 point lead for Sandhills Thedford in their white with green trim. And driving to the hoop, Hakey got blocked that time on her path, and thus she picks up the foul and goes to the line.
First one on Lily Thornton. They're going to get it on her before that bigger collision at the end of that play.
The Knights will throw it in. Cox had a race to get to the baseline. Fisher just put the ball down. No one was there. Cox said, I better go get that. She got it in. They work it around the horn to the right side wing. Hakey moves up on the wing, flips it up to Cox. They go left wing to Martindale. In the lane, tapped away from Millicent, and loose on the floor, and we're going to have a tie ball, I think. Yep. Eventually. First to grab it was Myers, and then was it Cox that came from behind to reach over and tie up?
And she's the third starter for Sandhills Thedford to pick up her second foul.
They called a foul.
Yeah, she
Not
jumped on top of Myers.
Okay.
Absolutely the right call.
Okay. And now the ball knocked away by Cox. Now they're going to allow a substitution for the Knights, and Haley Dimmitt, a senior, is going to get some action here. Cox will come out. 6:04 in the first half, 14-13 Sandhills Thedford. It was Anselmo-Merna capturing the boys contest 42-38. Good job getting the ball inside, drawing the foul McIntyre, who will now toe the stripe.
Fouls continue to add up on Sandhills Thedford here as Shaylee Millicent picks up her first. 8 total fouls called on Sandhills Thedford compared to Anselmo-Merna's 3.
McIntyre comes up empty on her first free throw attempt. She's a senior. One of 4 seniors on the roster for the Lady Coyotes. Second one is up, and this time netted by McIntyre. Her first point makes it even Steven, as they say, 14 all. In the corner it goes to Dimmitt. Pass inside, jostled away. Millicent came up with it. Went up quickly, which they teach you to do there as a post player, and she draws the foul. That's the reason, because you either get a good look at a hoop or you get fouled and get to go to the line.
Well, you go to youth basketball camps, and when they're playing games and scrimmaging, what do you always hear? All the parents in the crowd screaming when someone gets the ball under the hoop. Go up, go up.
Don't try to dribble.
Yeah, you try to. It feels like one of the first things that is taught of kids at a young age after they get it. Don't put the ball above your head unless it's to shoot.
Millicent missed the first. Second one looked good. It thought about going, but came back out. That was the old spit out. There's somebody's knocking it out. So we stay locked at 14. Pressure at midcourt. Good pass by Myers to the top of the key. She gets a return, drives, and then her pass is tipped loose, and going after it is Myers, and she's able to get the ball in the front court for Sandhills Thedford. They have some really quick ladies out there. Get in those passing lanes and tip the passes away. Here's good work from the left side. In down low, return pass out front is intercepted. Pass ahead, path to the hoop, but juggling and losing control was Coleman on her path to the hoop that time.
You can't get it served up on a platter any better than that. And that was a great play by Miller defensively. Dropped to her knees. Probably left some skin on the floor here in Dunning going after that one. But tough to come up with no points there.
So back to the Knights. Now pass by Martindale's deflected and intercepted. Coyotes the other way with Myers. Myers dribbling around the far side, now on top. Passes off to Riley Schmidt, who came in a moment ago. Now it's loose and intercepted. Here comes Sandhills Thedford. Turnaround Millicent from 6. He dances a few times and drops for Millicent. Back to a 2-point game. Home team on top, crossing the line for the Coyotes. Myers on top, it goes to Schmidt. In the lane, Miller's got to make a decision, and they made the right choice up and in.
Her first points of the game.
Yes.
Double team there, but a weak double team as Miller just took one dribble and stepped back to score.
16 all. This one has the makings of a game down to the wire, and now a take to the hoop, but Martindale didn't get the ball to the floor before her feet started going that time, and a traveling violation gives it back to the Coyotes.
Really even scoring for Sandhills Thedford. You like that in a close game. It gives you the confidence that you can look at anybody down the line to get some points up on the board for you.
we got Lindsey McIntosh into the game for the Knights. Now a steal by Sandhills Thedford to the hoop. Martindale putting it up on the run. No good. Tapped out. And that was Haley Miller, who checked in a moment ago for the Coyotes. So Callan Cox handed the ball on the baseline. Gets it on top. Pass inside. Taken away. Trying to get it into McIntosh. Taken away. Here come the Coyotes. Left side pass left of lane. Into the lane. A lot of activity there as Martindale fell down, and they're going to assess a foul on Cora Martindale.
The amount of times that I have seen fouls called on opposition of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes because of the good hands of their center, Kaylee Klein, it's numerous over the years that I've watched her playing ball. Does a great job for a center catching the basketball and making it a sure thing. And right there, drew the third foul on the starting point guard for Sandhills Thedford, Martindale.
And Tyler Held replaces her, and now the inbounds pass shot goes up and in. Was that Schmidt?
Rhiannon Myers.
It was Myers who made the bucket. And now Sandhills Thedford crosses the line. We got a quick timeout, allowing us to let you know that your friends at Clang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 308-872-6810. Clang Financial, downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Well, kind of what we anticipated.
Yeah, both teams really like to play good, scrappy defense. You kind of look at, obviously, they do a little bit more scoring, maybe not on the pace to score as many points as they have in many of their games so far this season. But, hey, a close game's a close game. And so every game has its own flow and its own feel. And this one just has the feel of a defensive struggle.
Yeah, which team is going to execute best to get good looks at the hoop here, because both these teams are very quick. Here's a penetration. Shot from about 10 goes up and missed. Air ball by Hakey, but retrieved. Kept alive. Dimmitt swings back to Hakey. Puts it up, and she's got a trio.
5 in the game with that 3.
Putting the Knights back on top. 19-18, 2:52 to go in the half. Now a good look beyond the arc is up and in. An answer for Riley Schmidt. 21-19. Now here's a pass deflected by Schmidt. She gets the steal. Hands it off to Miller. Swings inside. Up and in for Myers. 23-19. Boy, spark of energy coming out of the break for both teams.
Well, it's always, of course, right after we start talking about how great the defense is, right?
Of course. And now Dahlberg, who sat a long time, came back in, cast up a long one. It's no good. Here come the Coyotes. They're on a run, trying to keep it going. Here's a pass. It was touched out by a Sandhills Thedford player, so AM will inbound as we see Tyler Held retreating to the bench, and Whitley Rasmussen comes in. And Callan Cox, I believe, came in. Here's a shot going up from Haley Miller, no good. Rebound Knights with now under 2 minutes left in the half. Ball slapped at. Hakey retrieves. Gets it to Cox. Penetration kick out. Long one put up by McIntosh, no good. Rebound collected. Schmidt throws it ahead. Catching up Miller. Miller being hounded by Hakey. On top it goes with 1:38 now into the corner. Myers on top. Shot goes up. A 3-ball. 2 in a row for Schmidt. 26-19. Biggest advantage of the game by the Coyotes. A take by Hakey. Puts it up. Leaves it short, out of bounds to Anselmo-Merna.
And here's how dangerous. We're seeing how dangerous Anselmo-Merna can be. They just kind of got things figured out offensively a little bit. They seemed like they were in their own head a little bit there to start out this game. And how it just has a flow and a good feel to it. They're taking the shots that the defense is giving them.
kind of figured out what Sandhills Thedford is doing here. Here's a nice pass through the lane, kick out, and Schmidt was run at a three-point line, took it in the lane and put it up, and the run won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Rasmussen. Quickly into the front court, Callan Cox. They back off of her and settle into that zone. And work it left side, open look for Myers. Rhiannon Myers up, no good, tapped out. Off of Sandhills Thedford, over to the Coyotes with 40 seconds remaining. Taking big breaths is Schmidt as she stands across the timeline, setting up things offensively. Here's Myers, high post, back out. They set a good screen for Schmidt, had a good look, couldn't get that one. And now the ball chased after the missed shot, and we got a touch out in the corner. And they're going to say it's off of Sandhills Thedford. Schmidt hustles over near the corner. She'll toss it in. Into Myers. Myers dribbling the volleyball spike line. Heads it over to Miller. Swings it right side. The take by Schmidt. And a foul is going to be called. Now that will be the fifth, I believe. Yep. And so we're going to have two free throws for Riley Schmidt. 5'6" senior has kind of been a spark to her club here in the second period with a couple of trays. Free throw missed.
That foul, by the way, on Lindsay McIntosh, her first. We've got players with 3, players with 2, and players with 1 foul for Sandhills Thedford here in this one.
Schmidt high, arching free throw. Nothing but nylon, as they say. And that makes it 27-19. Anselmo-Merna. Runner from 15 the other way by Hakey. No good. Boy, that's a tough shot. Really tough. Here's the pass at the buzzer. They're trying to get it down there with time left, but as soon as it was touched by Kaylee Klein, time ran out. But a good second quarter, an excellent second quarter for the Lady Coyotes. They go to their locker room up by 8, 27-19. I'll let Jeremy total them up. He'll be back to give you the rundown of the first half scoring. You're listening to high school area basketball action on KBBN The Thunderbird, as well as YouTube and Facebook.
If you want when you need a new septic system or your existing system needs a good pumping. With Scott and Colton boasting over 40 years of experience, they know a thing or two about keeping things flowing smoothly. Don't wait until your backyard or basement smell like a swamp. Get on their schedule for a pump every 2 years. For the real tough spots, their sewer camera can spy on what their eyes can't catch. For over 40 years, do the plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Western Nebraska Bank, bank on us. Your locally owned family bank, quick decisions, friendly and trusted. Our roots run deep in agriculture. We're your bank, modern and flexible. Learn more at westernnebraskabank.com. Western Nebraska Bank, bank on us.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
If you're looking for affordable health, life, and supplemental insurance options, Bass Enterprises can help. Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin can offer health insurance, dental, vision, accident, cancer, and disability coverage. Plus, they specialize in Medicare with all major carriers and life insurance from term to whole. Conveniently located across from the post office at 724 South D Street. Give them a call today at 870-1485 to schedule a time to visit and review your options. Bass Enterprises with Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin.
Wouldn't you like to feel like you were number one? Nebraska State Bank and Trust would like to make you number one with great rewards like instant issue debit cards, mobile banking and deposit capture, estimates and online banking, and free bill pay, not to mention a free gift with each new checking account. You're sure to feel like a winner. Head on in to any of their friendly branches in Broken Bow, Callaway, and Myrna and let them make you number one. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Anselmo-Merna on top, 27-19 at halftime of this girls contest. Jeremy has the scoring.
All right, let's take a look at the visiting Anselmo-Merna Coyotes first. They've got 3 leading scorers. Riley Schmidt coming in late to get in on that party with 7 points, 2 from beyond the arc, and knocked down 1 of 2 from the free throw line for her 7. Lily Thornton did all of her scoring in the first quarter for her 7 points, and Rihanna Myers knocked in a free throw in the first quarter and then scored 3 from the field for her 7. 3 points put in by Kaylee Klein, 2 for McKenna Miller, and 1 for Gracie McIntyre. For Sandhills Thedford, their leading scorer was Lainey Dahlberg with 6. 5 put in by Carly Hakey, and then 4 apiece for Cora Martindale and Shaylee Millison. You take a look at the turnover battle, 12 for Anselmo-Merna, 10 for Sandhills Thedford. Free throw line has been a little bit nicer to the Knights than it has to the Coyotes. Coyotes 4 of 10 from the stripe, shooting 40%. Sandhills Thedford 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Rebounds pretty even, 15 for the Coyotes, 13 for the Knights, in what was a pretty even game in everything except for scoring there in the first half. That 3-point ball of Riley Schmidt really helped start things off for Anselmo-Merna in the second quarter, a quarter in which they outscored Sandhills Thedford 16-5. So again, your leading scorers for Anselmo-Merna, Riley Schmidt, Lily Thornton, and Rihanna Myers with 7 apiece. For Sandhills Thedford, it was Lainey Dahlberg with 6 as the Knights trail 19-27 to Anselmo-Merna.
You know, Thrivent is proud to support the area teams as they work hard to achieve their goals. Representative Scott Harvey wants to help you with your financial goals by creating a strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. For insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, call Scott Harvey and Thrivent Financial at 308-872-2511. You know, Jeremy, I just wondering about strategy for the second half, but kind of got away a little bit, Sandhills Thedford, and certainly part of that was the Coyotes and stepping up their defensive pressure too, but I think Sandhills Thedford has to get back to their bread and butter a little bit more, and we saw Lainey Dahlberg sit for a good stretch of that first half after she got them off to a good start. So she's certainly part of the equation there, but maybe a little bit scoring out of Martindale, maybe Cox a little bit. Millicent did a good job in relief of Dahlberg there, but they need some other, maybe some couple other players to step up and hit some hoops too.
Well, we saw it early with Lainey. When she was in the game, she had triple and sometimes quadruple teams running towards her when she got the ball inside the lane. So that collapses the defense and gives your teammates opportunities. She picked up those 2 fouls and, like you said, had to find the bench for a little while, and it allowed Anselmo-Merna to play more free defensively, and that kind of led to transition buckets every now and then and just being able to get a good fit on their offensive end.
Well, you know, it could come down to, you know, who's able to stay fresher, who is able to stay out of foul trouble longer. And certainly we're probably going to be in a situation much like the boys' game where we do get into the bonus situation down the stretch too. But I think it's pretty imperative in my mind that Sandhills Thedford really kind of gets out of the gate well to start the second half.
Yeah, starting second halves out of the locker room is what every coach dreams of doing, no matter the sport. You have an opportunity to reset and try some different things, or just go out there and do what you didn't get an opportunity to do in the first half. You don't always have to change things. You just maybe need to execute a little bit better. And I think you're mentioning of getting Dahlberg back out there on the floor. It's going to be big for Sandhills Thedford. They got to get her involved and have her be a distributor from down inside if she is double or triple teamed.
Okay, second half coming up in a couple of minutes. We'll be back and bring it to you here on KBBN Broken Bow.
AeroSeed is your one-stop shop for power fencing needs. AeroSeed has all the supplies, including high-tensile wire, posts, insulators, and energizers to build or replace a solar, electric, or battery-operated system. They offer products from Gallagher, the most practical, affordable, and dependable range of animal management systems on the market. Should anything ever go wrong with your Gallagher Energizer, you won't have to send it off somewhere to be repaired. Most often it can be repaired right at AeroSeed. Get your Gallagher power fence and supplies from AeroSeed on North 10th Avenue, Broken Bow.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Attention Nebraska farmers. At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices, too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Sandhills Thedford High School here in Dunning. Second half about to commence. It's a 27-19 8-point advantage for the visitors from Anselmo-Merna. The Lady Knights will get first possession of the second half and toss it in for midcourt, working at the goal to our left in front of their bench, and immediately the pass inside, jostled away and stolen. Coyotes possession, up by 8. Trying to get it to double figures here. Here's the pass by Myers. Taken by Miller, brings it back out beyond the arc. Now they get it in the lane. Kick out past McIntyre, left side. Into the corner goes to McIntyre. A dribble. Feeds left lane line. Wheeling around to the right side is Miller. Kicks it out, an open look. And the three ball put through by Lily Thornton.
Tough start to the half for Sandhills Thedford. The set play out of the locker room, sniffed out by their opposition, and then they go down and make a three.
And Martindale puts a one-hander wild off the glass, no good. Run in the court, Myers the other way up from short range, no good, and then went after it. Tapped it out. It belongs to the Knights. A quick check-in for the Knights. Haley Dimmitt replacing Martindale. Coach Anderson may not have been enamored with the shot selection by Martindale that last trip down. So it's 30-19. Sandhills Thedford trying to get a run going inside, and there's a good play for him up and in, and one as getting fouled as the ball went through was Lainey Dahlberg.
Well, and that's the start they were trying to get that first time down the floor. It's got to feel good if you're the Knights to execute your offense to perfection, which is what that looked like, and have an opportunity at three.
Can't convert the free throw, but does bring her team within 9 at 30-21. 6:50 to go in the third. Toss left side lane to Miller. Guarded well by Hakey, and now a toss in the corner, loose, saved in. Return pass going to Thornton. Uses up a dribble and gets it in, and wheeling around Coleman, nothing doing. Pass back out front, goes astray, and Cox takes it for the layup attempt, no good. She took a direct line to the hoop, and you know, they teach you to kind of pick one side or the other, but she went that direct route and it cost her. Now the other way, 6-footer put up, no good. Tapped away by S&T, but another chance at the baseline, and short jumper Thornton, no good. Dances off into the hands of a Lady Knight player. Ball across to Dahlberg, stops top of the key, gets it off to the right. Feed it high post to Dahlberg, swings it in the corner. Pass from right of the lane to Dahlberg, moves left, goes up, no good, leans into contact and draws the foul. And the Knights need a whole lot of that in the second half.
Yeah, not only to get opportunities at scoring with the clock stop, but also just kind of get some fouls up on a few of the Coyote players, because got to remember Martindale has got 3, Callan Cox and Dahlberg each have 2 for Sandhills Thedford on their side.
Dahlberg singes the net on her first attempt.
That was the 3rd foul, by the way, on Lily Thornton.
Yes.
And her teammates, only a couple of them have 1 foul each. 5 total fouls for AM, 3 of them belonging to Thornton.
Dahlberg eyes it and flies it, and this one no good. Tapped. Sandhills Thedford comes up with it. McIntosh kept it alive. Now to Cox, dribbles to her right. Flips it off to Hakey. Hakey in the corner, quick dribble. Back it comes to Hakey. Bounce pass. Down to the baseline, back out. Hakey cast it up from long range. No good, tipped away. Tapped out off of Myers. So Sandhills Thedford keeps possession here.
And Rhiannon's reaction just kind of tells the story. How was that off of me when I was the player behind?
Yep. Here's the drive by Dahlberg, cut off, return outside the perimeter. Working it around right side. Good ball movement. Back to the left now, and now the baseline drive. Underhanded scoop by Cox, no good. But part of the reason it missed was because she got clamped onto.
That's 4 on Lily Thornton.
Lily Thornton picks up number 4. Mark that down. 5:21 to go in the 3rd. Thornton picks up her 4th, so she's going to have to sit a while. And the free throw up and good from Cox, her first point tonight. 30-23. Cox can bring them within 6 and does so as she swipes the second one right through.
Good free throw shooting for Sandhills Thedford in this one. That can't be to blame for the 6-point deficit.
Not at all. 30-24. Coyotes looking to swing the momentum their way, but a bad pass stolen by Cox. Cox to the hoop, left side layup attempt, no good. Short, but the rebound, S&T back out, shot up, dances off, no good, tapped out. They're going to call a push underneath, and from the reaction, that'll be on Dahlberg.
Yeah, she's upset about that one. She joins Martindale with her 3rd foul. Just kind of got caught in a precarious situation down there inside, having to work against a very good rebounder in Klein.
So 3rd on Dahlberg. Up court come the Coyotes. Working around right side, Myers into the corner. Shove pass right of the lane, and a foul from behind. A body foul on Hakey as she pushed into the player receiving the bounce pass.
Her 2nd foul.
Substitution for the Knights. We'll see Shaylee Millison, who did a good job as backup post in that first half. Dahlberg will get a rest. Tossing it in is Miller. Miller looks on the baseline, used up most of the 5 seconds. Now the toss in, it's knocked away by Dimmitt. And it comes to Cox, missed, got it back though and put it in.
She's patting the stat book a little bit. Wanted to just put that off the backboard and get a rebound before putting it up and in.
Yeah. Here's the draw of the defense and hit the open lady underneath. Shaylee Coleman gets her first 2. 26-32 as Anselmo-Merna, that bucket goes back up by 6. Sandhills Thedford clears, and the ball tapped away by Myers. Out of bounds. Sandhills Thedford will keep it. Sub in real quick. Rhiannon Rasmussen helps to look at the right roster. In it comes, flip back to Cox. Working the left side here to Rasmussen. Makes a nice move. Can't connect on their shot, but taken away and then tapped away after Hakey came up with a brief steal. It was poked away by the Coyotes. 6-point game. Sandhills Thedford looking to take that closer by 2 or 3. In it comes to Hakey. She takes it, scoops it, going left, scooping it up and in. Boy, nicely done. That is a tough shot, moving to your left and then scooping it up with your left hand. Wow. Here comes the dribble penetration by Schmidt. Baseline pass, stolen away. Could get tighter. Going to the hoop, Cox up. No good, tapped away. Good timing on that block. Was that Myers that time?
Miller again.
Miller got it. Okay. Knights toss it in from underneath the basket. And the loose ball chased down by Rasmussen. Handed off to Cox on top to Dimmitt. A quick dribble in the front of that 2-3. Now the drive, scoop shot short. Saved in, though, by Millicent. And they get to rework the offense, work it inside. The turnaround shot off the heel, no good by Rasmussen. We turn and come the other way. Coyotes throw inside. Put up by Coleman, missed. Offensive rebound, putback try, no good by Klein. Got her own miss, sent it out front. Long 2 by McKenna Miller, dances off, no good. Well, they had some good looks there. Couldn't get it to drop.
Those are the plays you're going to look back on and wish you would have executed.
3 ball going up right side is no good by Hakey. Pulled down, and the Coyotes head the other way. Miller, the senior, clears it. Pulls up, takes a 3 ball, misses everything, out of bounds.
Well, Sandhills Thedford doing just enough defensively, kind of catching some breaks on these missed open shots, but they're getting stops defensively as well. And it was not that, I mean, at halftime, you look at what the deficit was. They're just down 4 here. And this game, despite that one offensive burst, has turned back into that defensive struggle it started out as.
Yep. Here is Cox getting trapped as she caught the ball at the volleyball line, and now she sent the bounce pass to Martindale. Good pass underneath. Martindale threading the needle to Millicent. Up and in, prompting a timeout by Lady Coyotes coach Trenton Kirchman. We'll take one, too, and come back with more high school basketball on KBBN and SandhillsExpress.com.
Start the new year off-road with the Polaris sales event. Aglin ATV is stocked up with all of the different machines you will need to kick off the new year. Not to mention all of the in-stock accessories they have to help you tackle every job you will face in 2025. Polaris is even offering a coupon this month towards cab components to help keep you warm. Stop in today at Aglin ATV for great Polaris deals. Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement. The winter season presents us with all kinds of challenges, one of which that is tricky, slippery ice. If you need help recovering from a fall, call us at Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We've served Central Nebraska with personalized and compassionate care for over 50 years, 872-5111. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, Team Physical Therapy can get you moving again. Call 872-5111.
Knights have outscored the Coyotes 11-5 in this third quarter to bring that halftime deficit down to just a pair. Here's Anselmo-Merna, the pass inside, returned out to the perimeter. Now the feed inside to Klein. Right side, tap to Klein, kick out, open look for Schmidt. Up no good, high to grab the rebound, Millicent. And then Millicent to Cox, and coming up too strong there with body contact, producing a foul. Brianna Myers will be assessed her 3rd.
Foul's kind of getting interesting for AM just in a couple of instances. Lily Thornton, obviously, we haven't seen her on the floor since picking up that 4th foul with 5 and change left in the 3rd. But now Brianna Myers has 3 as the main ball handler for AM.
Cox double team, finds a teammate, Hakey, puts it up and in, but shuffled the feet a little bit before the shot left her hands, and she can't believe it looking over to her coach.
Well, she kind of was in between deciding if she wanted to keep dribbling or shoot it, and she drug the foot behind in her shot form.
Here is the penetration by Schmidt. Kick out the perimeter. Nice bounce pass underneath. And the shot up. No good. Defense by Millicent underneath to prevent Klein from scoring. Now S&T underneath. The pass goes through a hand of a Knight player. But they say it was last touched by the Coyotes. Kind of a break for Sandhills Thedford there. Looking in is Cox. Player goes sprawling to the floor before the ball's inbounded. Didn't matter, it was turned over. Anselmo-Merna runs the break, puts it up underneath, no good. Follow up and no good. I think that was Kaylee Klein inside that got the follow shot, and a lot of physicality underneath. They gave that foul to Millicent, her second.
Tell you what, these girls, you can tell they've been conditioning because the pace and the physicality of this game has been high, and they're going at it full bore.
Tossed into Myers, the junior works her around, tosses in for Klein, and she just couldn't get there. Not all her fault. The pass wasn't where it needed to be. So turnover on the Coyotes. The Knights come the other direction. Trailing by 2, 32-30, with under a minute now left in the third frame. Martindale makes a move to the right, picks it up, gets it to Cox. Penetration kick out, Cox to Hakey. She drives it strong, and a blocking foul is going to be issued on the floor.
Yeah, Myers kind of hooked her a little bit, spun her around the outside of her. That was getting your money's worth on a foul, just say it that way. And she joins Lily Thornton with 4 fouls.
Still in the third quarter, too, so wow.
Yeah, 9 fouls for Anselmo-Merna. 8 of them belong to 2 different players.
Yeah, that's something, but unable to take advantage, at least on the first toss, is Hakey. Step into the line with 7 points. That was her first foul toss of the evening. And Martindale checking in for Sandhills Thedford here with 47 seconds left in the quarter. Taking her time is Hakey, and she strikes the second one right through to make it a 1-point game. 32-31. Anselmo-Merna with the ball, juggling, getting it back. Schmidt, now the pass loose. I think she got a little nervous there after she juggled and just threw that ball too much on it, and not exactly where it needed to be there. So the Knights can get the lead back on this possession with 27 left in the quarter. Swinging left to Hakey. Now to Cox. Drives, got bumped, and that'll be a foul. And Cox gonna step to the stripe.
Haley Miller whistled for that foul, and yeah, that foul in the bonus. So 22 seconds left. That's a big thing for Sandhills Thedford to be able to head to the line, try to get some points.
Callan Cox sees the first foul toss collect in the net. Tying us up.
Sandhills Thedford has done what they needed to do. They've only allowed Anselmo-Merna to score 5 points in this quarter while just drawing themselves right back into it, now taking the lead.
33-32. Anselmo-Merna trying to stem the tide here in this possession. In the lane, taking a 12-footer. Miller clanks off, no good. Rebound Rasmussen, but a bad pass up court. Picked off. Coyotes throw down low at the buzzer, and I don't know if she'd have been able to get the shot off in time as it was juggled underneath by Klein. The buzzer sounded just as she juggled. So at the end of 3, the scoreboard reads Sandhills Thedford 33. Lady Coyotes from Anselmo-Merna 32, and we'll be back in 1 minute with the start of the 4th here on KBBN Broken Bow.
Broken Bow is all about gearing you up for sports. Whether it's for participating or for cheering from the stands, they have it. It's time for their semi-annual shoe sale, giving you 25% off all regular price shoes. So head through their door on west side of the square and bring your feet to do some test fitting. They carry the brands you're looking for, like Mount to Coast, UFAs, Brooks, Twisted X, and Merrill. Geared for Sports, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. 25% off regular price shoes at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. Brr, the chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
First possession of the fourth period, Anselmo-Merna driving in. Miller scoops it up, no good. Good defense underneath against Miller. Martindale gets to it, but then she comes to a skid stop, producing a travel violation back to the Lady Coyotes.
Well, there for a while we had the same situation we had in the boys game where the team that was leading had the most turnovers. That doesn't make sense anymore now that Sandhills Thedford has the lead.
Miller trying to get going here with only 2 points, cast up a long one and no good. And then the rebound grabbed, and the Coyotes want a timeout. So we'll take a short one and be back.
May be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Anderson, along with Jeremy Shipe, calling the action. We've got Jack Simpson on top of the bleachers manning the cameras that you viewers are enjoying on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Here's a toss in after the timeout by Anselmo-Merna, broken up, and a near steal, but unable to secure the ball was Lindsay McIntosh. So break for Anselmo-Merna there, Jeremy.
Big break, big break.
1 point lead for Sandhills Thedford as they outscored the Coyotes in that third period, 14-5.
I think they're talking about the shot clock. 34 is what it shows right now. I'm going to venture to guess they're going to take some time off. Yeah, they're going to take time off of this and put it down to 27.
Yeah, I think they reset it, but there never actually was a change of possession.
So they take it down to 27, which is the right result, and an inbound coming.
Coyotes inbound. Miller gets it in. An open look from 10. And the shot goes up by Coleman. No good, but an offensive put back up and in, and a foul. Will put Kaylee Klein to the line.
What I tell you, she is a worker down inside. She works very hard to give herself an opportunity at every rebound. And she did so there.
Kaylee Klein will try to make it a traditional three-point play. It is no good. But an offensive rebound, and just what you described, Klein gets it, puts it up no good, got her miss, put it up no good. Here we come the other way with the visitors now ahead by one. The ball jostled loose, picked up by Dahlberg. Dahlberg left side wing. Dribbling with it now is... That was McIntosh, Lindsay McIntosh, further down on the wing. Back to McIntosh, on top it goes. Cox on the dribble, goes up on the run, off the heel, no good. Rebound, Klein. To Miller, right side, pushed out in the corner. Hakey all over her, now the pass. Tip, loose, chased down. The Coyotes get another chance at it. 19 on the clock, here's the penetration shot blocked. Getting her own miss, Schmidt, and going after her, Dahlberg, to tap it out.
Yeah, 2 blocks in a row by Lainey Dahlberg. Great persistence defensively.
And here's a toss in. Miller gets it underneath to Coleman. Now to Haley Miller. And what do they call?
3 in the lane.
3 in the lane. You don't see that called much if ever, anymore.
It's got to be pretty blatant to see it called. That is for sure.
Bad time for Anselmo-Merna to have it happen. 6:20 left, and the Coyotes lead the Knights by 1. Here's the toss in from the left side. Quick shot put up, and no good by McIntosh. Rebound to the Coyotes. They have the lead and the ball with just over 6 to play. Here's the pull-up 18-footer off by Miller. She's been trying to connect and get her shot going, but it just hasn't happened tonight. And now the other way, put up a shot in the free throw area is Cox and drew the foul.
And she almost traveled. She had her foot down just barely. It was so close to coming up, but kept her footing, and AM trying to run back and play defense commits the foul. Second on Riley Schmidt, as Anselmo-Merna making the decision to bring both Rhiannon Myers and Lily Thornton in, along with a couple of other substitutes with their 4 fouls each. The significance of the closing of this game bigger than the risk of having them out there.
Well, Cox missed the first but nailed the second to even out the contest. 34 each, 5:49 to play, and so Anselmo-Merna comes the other way, and the pass to the baseline tipped away from Coleman. And it'll be tossed in baseline underneath the hoop. Looking in, Miller gets it into Coleman. Coleman, an open look from 12, no good. On the rebound attempt, it's tapped away. Going after Martindale, couldn't get control, so another opportunity for the Coyotes. Fresh 35 on the clock as well. Here it comes, swinging right. Dribbling Myers, goes over to the left side of the line, no good. Shot by Coleman, comes up short. Taken by Martindale, quickly crosses midcourt. Now the toss in for Dahlberg is knocked out. S&T gets the ball on the sideline. It'll be inbounded by Cox, a sophomore. Finds Hakey, back to Cox. Returns to Hakey, in between the circles, backs up a bit, now throws it right side to restart. Cox from the top of the key goes right. The Martindale back to Cox, swinging left. Popping out to catch it as Dahlberg goes in. 10-footer badly misses. Great defense there. She had a hand in her face as she shot that. Anselmo-Merna inside on the right block. Good feed to Miller, and she missed it. A short one. Skipped over the hoop. Rebounded by McIntosh, and we come the other way. All knotted at 34. Callan Cox has a drive, is past Myers, dumps it off, short one up, crawls over the rim and in for McIntosh.
Well, and that happened because Thornton was on her and she couldn't play tough defense like she wanted to with her 4 fouls.
Miller tosses inside, going up, Lily Thornton, the other guy with 4 fouls. And it's blocked and taken down. Here come the Knights trying to push the lead up higher. 36-34 Sandhills Thedford with nearly a half of the quarter gone. Here's the pass inside, and it's picked off. Lily Thornton up with it. Here she comes. Stops the elbow kick in the corner. Resetting Myers. Back out. 3-ball Thornton. Short. Pulled down McIntosh. Has played well here in the third. Timeout called by Coach Cale Anderson. Full timeout allows us to hear from some more sponsors on KBBN Broken Bow.
Happy New Year from all of us at Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow. We thank you for trusting us with your family's care throughout the year, and we look forward to making your healthcare experience comfortable and dependable for years to come. We invite you to visit our website, melham.org, to learn more about us, including our services, history, careers, and more. That's melham.org. Melham Medical Center, large enough to serve, small enough to care. Wishing you a Happy New Year.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work, and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Corey Anderson, Jeremy Shipe with you tonight from Dunning. And a good one going. Boy, we had a nail biter in the boys. And I don't think we have any nails left to bite now. This girls' game going down to the wire either.
And if you like defense, this has been the game for you.
Yes, it has. Who's going to come through down the stretch here? 3:43 left. Sandhills Thedford 2-point lead. Pass underneath. Turned down the shot, kicked it out for a three, and it's up, and it's good. Carly Hakey nails it left side.
They've outscored Anselmo-Merna 6-0 here to start the fourth. Well, I say start. It seems like it started. Only 6 points, but we're over halfway through.
39-34. Shot goes up underneath. Miller missed. She's frustrated, you can tell. Shots just aren't dropping.
Yeah, and that was a good shot. Just wouldn't roll over the rim as a travel is called on Cox on the other end. So AM, you know, they're doing all the right things. It's not that they're not getting quality shots every now and then. They're just not falling, and sometimes that's the night.
That's part of the definition of this crazy game called basketball. Here's the pass deflected by Martindale, but gotten to by McKenna Miller. Miller feeds underneath. Oh, beautiful pass up to drawing the D. She hits her trailer to her left, Coleman, and Coleman goes up strong and draws a foul. Couldn't make it, but she has an opportunity for 2 points at the line.
That's the fourth foul on Lainey Dahlberg, by the way. So that all of a sudden gets interesting on that end. But that was unfortunate for Coleman. Had a wide open layup. It did everything but fall down inside of that rim. Instead of shooting an and one, she's got to shoot two, but misses that first one.
Coleman gets one more. Sends it up. It's no good, and the rebound taken by Cox. So they had a chance to get closer and didn't take advantage of it.
Those hurt.
Martindale, yeah, they will be ruining those if they don't overtake them. Here's a bad pass by the Knights, stolen away by Miller. She stops abruptly, now feeds it off. Good pass underneath, and a chippy underneath is missed by Coleman. Boy, they have missed some short ones.
And they've thrown a lot right between the rim and the backboard. Just haven't been able to muscle them up far enough.
Looking the ball around, Carly Hakey, and her wraparound pass is deflected and stolen ahead to Miller. Heads it in, left side layup, good off the glass.
And that is her game. She likes to run the floor and get out in front of everybody. The problem for Anselmo-Merna is that Sandhills Thedford is so defensively sound. She's only had that opportunity right there to get behind their defense.
Looking to upgrade your home's exterior? Custer County Exteriors has you covered, from seamless gutters to durable siding, soffit and fascia. Their experts will make your home look great and protect it from the elements. Quality work, reliable service, lasting results. Contact Nate at 402-641-3246. Locally owned and operated, Custer County Exteriors. Back and forth we go. And do we have opportunity here? Take one more and hear from a sponsor. We'll be back.
Lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pros Fertilizer Program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Back to Dunning and back to action with just over 2 minutes to play. 3-point advantage, Sandhills Thedford. They have the ball. Right side with it is Rasmussen. Works at top of the key, passes left. Go to the corner. Lob in for Dahlberg, tapped away by the Coyotes. if you're Sandhills Thedford, you got to be thinking about getting that ball down to Dahlberg for sure.
And ideally with less than 10 seconds on that shot clock. Bleed as much as you can.
Yep.
And
but,
not do that.
Yeah, the pass inside is stolen. Here come the Coyotes looking to get closer. Right side driving, Myers underneath, and there's Klein, no good. Contact. Boy, Coach Kirchman didn't like the no call there for sure.
Yeah, Dahlberg got she got the block up top, but there was a little body down below.
And Sandhills Thedford trying to work on that clock. Penetration kick. Dahlberg took a long one. No good. That was probably not what Kale Anderson had in mind there.
She takes the shots, but yeah, a little bit early in the shot clock.
Yeah. Here's Miller getting fouled as she made the pass, and that'll go against Hakey.
Man, the fouls are filling up for Sandhills Thedford at 3 for Martindale, Cox, and Hakey, 4 for Dahlberg, and then Millicent has 2, and Lindsay McIntosh has 1. It's just a lot of pen on my paper in front of me.
Coyotes throw it in with just over a minute, down by 3. Pass towards the baseline, now return, chasing it down near the timeline. Millicent, and then the reach in, knocked away by Myers, but regathered. Now the Coyotes go in the lane. A good look for Klein. Can't hit it in the middle of the lane. Dahlberg plucks it away and sends it ahead. 42 seconds to go, and now the Coyotes going to have to foul. They've only committed 1 so far, and now with that whistle, 2. So this is where a situation you don't like to be in, where you have to foul. Little time remaining. You have to foul because you're behind. And they're going to have to commit 3 more fouls, Jeremy, to get Sandhills Thedford to the line.
And you figure in order to do that, they're going to burn at least the clock down to 30 or a little bit. And that's in a perfect situation. They'll bleed the clock down. They got to get fast fouls here.
Cox looking in and going after it, deflecting it out is Haley Miller. But they need fouls more than tips here.
Steal ideally.
Yeah.
But, yeah, fouls after that.
Cox resets further along the baseline, towards the from the sideline to the baseline, gets it in, this time a foul immediately.
Well, and when you've got a fast player like McKenna Miller, who had not picked up any fouls until about 6 seconds of clock time, game time ago, she's got fouls to give, and that's her second.
Tossed in from underneath the hoop at the Dahlberg and out to offer some contact, and a whistle against Kaylee Klein with 33.6. So there's their 4th. Next one will mean bonus free throws for the Knights. Up by 3.
The fouls have been coming fast, which is good for AM.
That's what they want. In it comes to Hakey. She just cradles the ball and knows that they're going to come get her, which they do. They had a choice, but they give it to Miller again because that's just her 3rd. So they didn't waste, 7 seconds?
Yeah.
To get 3 fouls. That's pretty good. Carly Hakey toes the line. As seniors, no doubt experienced this before with crucial free throws to preserve a lead down the stretch, and the ball hit the rim. It went through. As Myers and Thornton check in for Anselmo-Merna. They're down now by 4.
A defense for offense swipe on that substitution, as both of them still have those 4 fouls.
Hakey sends a second one up, straight through this time. No help from the rim. 41-36. Going to be difficult now for AM. But they get it through quickly to the hoop. And after Coleman scores it, a quick timeout by Coach Kirchman. We'll be back right after this.
Broken Bow and Callaway, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here for the area. This is Chip, and I invite you into the Broken Bow office Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays to speak with me about getting the coverage that fits you and your situation best. If Callaway is more convenient, Liana and Lori are in the office there Monday through Friday. 2 locations serving central Nebraska and beyond. Thanks for choosing Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
All right, 3-point game, 25 seconds left. And for Anselmo-Merna, you don't get the steal, you foul right away and hope for missed free throws.
I tell you what, between this boys and now this girls game, it's been worth the price of admission here in Dunning tonight.
No argument against that for sure. Here is Callan Cox, the backcourt, getting it in. Now they have to chase. Miller goes after Cox. And a lot of time off the clock before the whistles finally tooted with 18.6. The foul will be assessed against Riley Schmidt. And Cox right back to the line. She made 1 of 2 a moment ago. Misses that attempt, leaving the door open a little bit.
And the door, certainly with a 3-point lead, is a little bit wider open if you're Anselmo-Merna and you've got the shooting ability of Miller.
Now Cox hits the second, so it's 2-possession game now.
Big hit.
18 seconds left. They work it in the corner. Now they get it on top. It's a 3. If it goes, no good by Thornton. Out of bounds off of Anselmo-Merna. And they'll have to foul once more. There's just 12 seconds left. It's a 4-point lead for the Knights.
Kind of one of those hindsight is 20/20 situations. You like the 3 there, but 2 wouldn't have hurt. That still could have had time to go to the foul game.
Here's the lob up to half court to Dahlberg, and she gets jostled by Klein. And on Klein, that will be her second.
And that wasn't all that bad because only half a second came off of the clock. So really perfect play there by Kaylee.
Dahlberg just, I have her 3 for 5 from the line.
That's right.
So let's see what she does here. Up, dances. Oh, you know, you thought that was going to go down when you, after that second bounce, but it kicked out. Still going to be difficult. You know, you need 2 twos or a 3 and a foul. You need something unusual to happen if you're Anselmo-Merna. And now it gets a little tougher as Dahlberg sinks the second. 43-38, 11.5 to go, and it comes racing up court. Thornton, you need a 3 and a 2. Taking too much time. Myers takes it from 15. No good, and that should seal the deal for the Lady Knights. We're going to get a tie ball right. Well, they don't call it because the buzzer sounded. Probably should have called a tie ball right before the buzzer, but it didn't matter. And the victory tonight goes to the Sandhills Thedford Knights, coming from 8 points down at halftime to overtake the Coyotes and win it 43-38. We're going to take a break, let Jeremy total up the final stats and come back with those after this. High school sports tonight on KBBN as well as SandhillsExpress.com.
Gateway Motors would love to help you get going during the Start Something New sales event happening this month. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle. Their staff is excited to show you why there's never been a better opportunity to drive home the car, SUV, or truck that you've always wanted. Whether you're seeking luxury, performance, or pure capability, Gateway Motors has the vehicle to match your needs. Stop in so you can start the new year in a beautiful set of wheels.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Just as student athletes have strength in the classroom and in competition, Taylor Heating and Cooling is strong in both repairs and installation. For residential or commercial projects or new construction, call Taylor Heating and Cooling at 308-872-6196. They offer financing and are proud to offer high-quality service to go hand-in-hand with the reliable products they install, whether parts or new units. Serving Broken Bow and beyond in central Nebraska. Taylor Heating and Cooling.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming and ranching is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm and ranch deserves.
Visit Justin Thompson Agency or call 308-872-5252.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive O Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle of Myrna.
This is for the Anselmo-Merna community members and alumni. By Tri-S Ag, supporting the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery is proud to help bring you this sports coverage. When you partner with Moonlight, you're choosing the company that offers the highest quality inks as their standard way of printing. Since 1999, Moonlight has partnered with community events, school groups, sports teams, and more to design, print, and sell awesome screen print, embroidery, and vinyl items. Located in Kearney, serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Visit MoonlightCustomPrinting.com. Everything looks better by Moonlight.
Central Nebraska Diesel is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the student athletes who work hard each and every day. They're also proud to offer you Rainkey products. When you need performance that you can count on, ask them about Rainkey. Central Nebraska Diesel is happy to bring this action to those who can attend. Enjoy the broadcast, and when you need pivot service from start to finish, call Central Nebraska Diesel at 643-2544. Rainkey, more right than rain.
43-38, the finals in the girls contest. Sandhills Thedford with the victory. Jeremy has the scoring.
Yeah, let's take a look first at the visiting Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. Lily Thornton led scoring with 10. She had 7 of those 10 in the first half. 7 points put in by Riley Schmidt as well as Rhiannon Myers. 5 for Kaylee Klein, 4 apiece for Shaylee Coleman as well as McKenna Miller, and 1 point put in via free throw for Gracie McIntyre. Scoring for Sandhills Thedford was led by Carly Hakey, had 13 points, all but 5 of those coming in the second half. 10 points for Lainey Dahlberg, joining her in double figures. Callan Cox with 8, 6 for Shaylee Millison, 4 put in by Cora Martindale, all in the first quarter, and 2 by Lindsay McIntosh there in the fourth quarter. Story of this one, really free throws, to be honest. And Anselmo-Merna 4 of 13 from the free throw line, left 9 points out there on the court. Sandhills Thedford shot very well from the charity stripe, 15 of 23. Turnovers dead even at 21 apiece by my very unofficial mark. Rebounds even as well, and Anselmo-Merna actually took the edge, 33-30 in that category. So again, your leading scorers for Anselmo-Merna, Lily Thornton with 10, For Sandhills Thedford, it was Carly Hakey with 13.
All right, one more break, and Jeremy will be back with final thoughts after this on KBBN Broken Bow.
Incorporated is happy to bring you this broadcast of high school sports. At Trotters, they're happy to support all the youth in the area, not only in sports, but in all of their extracurricular activities. A balance of school and activities will prepare them to balance their lives in the future, and Trotter Incorporated commends them for all of their hard work. They're proud of all of the area athletes and are excited to help bring you this sports broadcast. Trotter Incorporated.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast, Kristen Electric.
Gaffney Farms, a distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
They play from their hearts and souls, and they're coming to the Sandhills Corral in Thedford this Saturday, the Platinum Pearls. Make sure you head in early to secure your seat and enjoy delicious food and drink specials until showtime. When the Platinum Pearls hit the mic, you'll hear music that gets you moving. Saturday night is the night to belt out the hits you know and love in Thedford at the Sandhills Corral, 9 until 1 this Saturday night. Don't miss a blast of a time in Thedford.
Judah Plumbing, the guys you want when you need a new septic system or your existing system needs a good pumping. With Scott and Colton boasting over 40 years of experience, they know a thing or two about keeping things flowing smoothly. Don't wait until your backyard or basement smell like a swamp. Get on their schedule for a pump every 2 years. For the real tough spots, their sewer camera can spy on what their eyes can't catch. For over 40 years, Judah Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Western Nebraska Bank, bank on us. Your locally owned family bank, quick decisions, friendly and trusted. Our roots run deep in agriculture. We're your bank, modern and flexible. Learn more at westernnebraskabank.com. Western Nebraska Bank, bank on us.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
If you're looking for affordable health, life, and supplemental insurance options, Bass Enterprises can help. Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin can offer health insurance, dental, vision, accident, cancer, and disability coverage. Plus, they specialize in Medicare with all major carriers and life insurance from term to whole. Conveniently located across from the post office at 724 South D Street. Give them a call today at 870-1485 to schedule a time to visit and review your options. Bass Enterprises with Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin.
Corey and Jeremy back one more time tonight from Dunning, Nebraska. A great doubleheader, hotly contested in both games. The boys went down to the wire with Anselmo-Merna pulling it out 42 38, led by Dane Dury with 17, and it was Mo Robinson leading the Knights with 17 in that one. And in the girls game, the victory for the Sandhills Thedford Lady Knights, coming from 8 down at halftime to overtake their opponent and win it by nearly an identical score, 43-38. So that drops the Lady Coyotes to 10-3. They'll be enjoying friendly confines tomorrow at home, hosting Central Valley, both the teams, while the Sandhills Thedford Knights get a nice cozy bus trip to Maywood Hayes Center tomorrow. The Lady Knights dropped to 9-4. Jeremy?
All right, thank you, Corey. Rest of the season for Anselmo-Merna. We'll have them, of course, during the MNAC tournament, as we will Sandhills Thedford. We'll also see Anselmo-Merna one more time as they round out the regular season on the 14th of February at Ansley Litchfield. As far as the rest of this week, tomorrow it is Broken Bow and Wood River. We'll have that game for those games for you right here on KBBN Radio, so make sure to catch those. For those of you that are MNAC fans or fans of wrestling in the area, Brenton Kirk will be out this way in the Sandhills, bringing you the MNAC and Sandhills Thedford Wrestling invite on Saturday. They're going to be joining that action in the mid-afternoon hours, so you can tune in for it right here on KBBN. Again, thank you to all the sponsors that you heard throughout the evening that brought you this broadcast on radio and video. You'll continue to see the video sponsors scroll across your screen as we have wrapped up our doubleheader here in Dunning tonight. Again, in the boys' game, it was Anselmo-Merna getting the victory 42-38. In the girls' game, Sandhills Thedford getting the win on their home floor in Dunning 43-38. For our videographer, Jack Simpson, for Corey Anderson, I'm Jeremy Shipe, wishing you a great rest of your Thursday night.
For coverage of high school sports. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Also, a special word of thanks goes out to our sponsors who make our coverage possible. You too can thank those businesses by allowing them to be a service to you. Join us again next time for our continuing coverage of high school sports. In the meantime, read more on SandhillsExpress.com from Central Nebraska's sports source.
The raw ingredients.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up.